chance for those Fords on the outside leading to pit first. Put your blinker on.
All right, folks, we're late. I had a lot of issues with my computer and my streaming software, but we're back. Currently, our top three is Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, and Martin Truex Jr. And we've got lap 35 here out of 65 in stage 1. On the front stretch right now, Kyle Busch leading the pack. Brad Keselowski dropped from first all the way to 5th. He's now up to 4th. We're expecting green flag pit stops here in the next 5 laps. Bubba Wallace jumps Kurt Busch now up to 4th. Bubba Wallace in 6th. McDowell makes a move to 11th. Hamlin up to 7th now. Keselowski is fading. He's back to 7th, now 8th. Blaney into the top 10 at number 9. Keselowski back to 9. William Byron in the top 10 now. Kyle Larson started first. He's in 12th right now. Lap 36 here as Kyle Busch brings them to that green flag. No cautions yet. Mike Joy, Clint Boyer, Tony Stewart, and Larry McReynolds, your commentators. We've got train racing like crazy, guys. Oh my God. There has not been much 3-wide action. Keselowski now out of the top 10. Kyle Larson in there now.
The difference is huge brakes. These cars have more grip there. Now they can get in the corner way deeper than they've ever been. And we've been seeing guys.
Top 10 right now is Kyle Busch, Bell, Truex, Kurt Busch, Wallace, Hamlin, Elliott, Blaney, Byron, Keselowski.
There's the key right there. Those Toyotas all lined up and all.
Toyotas make up the entire top 6. Greg Biffle is in the garage. He reportedly had an engine problem, so he's out for now.
On the brakes, not only do they have more brakes, we never had a problem with not having enough brake pressure and brake power to.
We are on lap 37.
Grip in the tires, so now it makes it harder on the driver to have to modulate the brake pedal when they do come in.
Our top 3 remains the same with Busch, Bell, and Truex. Christopher Bell in 2nd, riding behind Kyle Busch. And we got a problem with the hood of Christopher Bell. The hood flap is not working right. The green flag pit stops will probably unfold here in a few minutes. Just a few minutes and we'll see the green flag pit stops unfold. Here we go, green flag pit stops. Austin Cindric on pit road. We're on lap 38. Ryan Blaney enters his pit box. Michael McDowell out of his box. He is now on to pit road again, and he will make an exit. Pit road speed, I believe, is 45. Who's going to win the race to the line?
Made their pit stop here at lap 39. And here comes the Toyota.
And the Toyota's now pitting. Your race leader, Kyle Busch, onto pit road. Yeah, you don't want... yeah, Brad Keselowski on pit road. There's an uncontrolled tire, I think.
Kyle Busch has been happy with his race car all week. No different today. Not a word on the radio.
There goes Kyle Busch. You got to get to the line quickly here. And there goes Bubba Wallace. Kyle Busch crosses that yellow line first out of the entire Toyota pack.
Yeah, it's a great point. You know, and that's the gamble there. But the biggest thing is that I'm looking
and here come the Chevys.
Who can do this as a group more efficient than the other?
That puts Stenhouse into the lead. Frick. Ricky Stenhouse is in the lead now.
Made a nice save there.
No, it's Ford's, my bad. Joey Logano. Ty Dillon speeding on pit road. He'll have to make a pass through.
First pit stop ever for the Daytona 500 here for young Harrison Burton. Right sides, they got enough fuel in there. Happy with the car. Like the bottom.
There goes Kyle Larson.
Well, this will spread things out a bit.
So Ty Dillon gets a penalty for speeding.
That speeding penalty. He's back in the Cup Series with Petty GMS Motorsports.
All right, let's see who our leader is now. Last I checked, it was Stenhouse.
Two-car team, 42 and 43.
They're not showing us the leaderboard. Maybe they'll show us on. Oh, okay, here we go. That puts Logano into the lead. Joey Logano, your new leader, with Harrison Burton in second place. Never mind, it's Kyle Busch.
Green flag pit stops and one spin.
We had a guy spin on pit road.
Every big idea, every game changer, every how they do that starts here, the blank page. Artists and writers know the tyranny of it well, but so do developers, data scientists, CTOs, the new creators. To them, we say,
We are currently in commercial.
that changes everything. IBM, let's create.
NASCAR Race Up on FS1.
We're making the New Year sales event at Crown a really big deal and a great way to bring in the new year. Get 0% plus rebates on the GMC Sierra and 3 great GMC SUVs. 0% plus rebates right now at Crown or CrownViewGMC.com.
They say less is more, but we believe more is more. That's why we built our sportsbook app for Louisiana with more ways to bet, more ways to fund your account, more ways to cash in, and more ways to cash out. With payouts delivered straight to your bank account in as little as 2 hours. You want more Louisiana? You got it. FanDuel is now available in Louisiana. Place your first bet risk-free and get up to $1,000 back if you don't win.
Where to go and what to do.
And Blackhawks and Panthers are tied after one.
Personalized, just for you. Find your sweet spots at alabama.travel/sweet spot.
We're making the New Year sales event at Crown a really big deal and a great way to bring in the new year. Get 0% plus rebates on the GMC Sierra and 3 great GMC SUVs. 0% plus rebates right now at Crown or CrownViewGMC.com.
Watch Rob Krieger on the Fox 8 Morning Edition.
Okay, they just came back. We're under yellow.
The wildest graphic scheme here is a three-wheeler limping onto pit road. Kaz Gralla, he lost a wheel.
We are under yellow, folks. Caution is out.
Chase Briscoe.
The crash. All right, Kyle Busch is the leader right now under yellow. Let's see what happened here.
Briscoe's red, number 14. Austin Cindric.
Briscoe was right there. Let's see what happened. Oh!
Yeah, everybody.
Briscoe gets turned, and now he's down onto the apron. He's spinning.
Here's the radio chatter.
They saw that tire coming off before us, but he just stopped in front of me, so hope he's alright. He just come down and said sorry, they didn't know the yellow.
Let's see what happened here. This is the in-car cam. Right there, he gets turned onto the apron.
He actually heard him lift before.
So that's our first caution of the race.
I don't think it hurt it too much. You see sparks flying right there. Obviously, you don't want to tear
Into the grass.
cars up, but I think he'll be all right.
Yellow's out, turn 2, spinner, keep down and out of the way, wave them all.
That was Chase Briscoe, the 14. I'm sure he'll be okay. He'll probably be back in shortly. He's now heading on to pit road. Denny Hamlin into the top 3 with 23 to go.
As Kaz Gralla has fitted a new wheel and rejoins the race. Under caution for the first time in Daytona.
aspirin could be hurting your stomach. Basilor 325 liquid-filled aspirin capsule is clinically shown in a 7-day study to cause fewer ulcers than immediate-release aspirin. Basilor, the first liquid-filled aspirin capsules, amazing.
You love closing a deal, but hate managing your business from afar. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
You and me, partner, we meet center of town by noon.
Hold on. Nope, Daisy's got last one lessons at noon.
Okay, I 2 o'clock?
I got a spur fitting at 2 o'clock. How's about 3?
I'm getting thrown through a saloon window at 3.
We don't need any more overscheduling, but we could all use more ways to save.
I can squeeze you in between swim class and Kevin's hard recital at 3:30.
Always eating beans at 3:30.
Right.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
Tell you what too.
What does the future of strength look like? It's a personal trainer that assesses your strength and adds weight as you progress. It's dynamic weight that adjusts for you in real time for a more efficient workout. Come on! And it's a roster of coaches that motivates you to get stronger, faster. The future is strength you can feel and results you can see. And you can only experience it on Tonal.
In here, it's savings on a wide range of appliances. Out there, it's fresh towels and fresher flavors. Come in or shop online and save. Plus, get free delivery and flexible installation. Get President's
We're in
Day
TV timeout right now.
the Samsung kitchen suite with a no preheat air fryer.
We're under caution for the first time, actually. There was a wreck. Or not a wreck, but Chase Briscoe spun. God, when are they going to come back? This isn't the NFL.
Yeah. Need more football? USFL launches this April.
How's that going?
You got Kaz Gralla. Oh, tired.
Tire fast man. Kaz Gralla. That, by the way, is a major infraction and will result in a 4-race suspension.
A 4?
Pretty cheap for that car. Wow.
A 4-race suspension for Kaz Gralla, huh?
And 2 crewmen.
That's epic.
How big those rotors are. You're actually driving in on the rotor.
It's a run flat.
Yeah.
All right, we got 21 to go.
Good situation.
Jamie?
Cliff Daniels just came on the radio.
Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Harrison Burton, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch, Tyler Reddick, your top 10.
To take as much time on pit road.
Thanks, Jamie. Now Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe now 21. And Recky Spinhouse is 23, thank God.
We only have one lug nut. How do we lose?
Greg Biffle is in 40th. I think. Well, his car's in the garage. The 11 through 20 is Wallace, Gillian, Blaney, Custer, Harvick, and I didn't have enough time. Yeah, Recky Spinhouse is 23. Kyle Larson's all the way down in 24th right now. David Reagan, 38th. Got Kaz Gralla, 39. He's out. Elliott Wallace, Gillian Blaney, Custer, Harvick, McDowell, Suarez, Chastain, and Ware.
BBS forged alloy wheels on all these Cup cars, new for 2022. Every seat, every infield space sold out for the Daytona 500.
It is an awesome sight. I can tell you from the driver's standpoint, when they pulled off a pit road and saw the crowd from inside the car, that gets your heart rate going in a hurry.
A couple of drivers made a second pit stop during that caution, including outside pole sitter Alex Bowman. His first stop was fuel only, but he came back in for left side tires.
We're about to go green here. Pace car is about to go off.
First stage, the stages are 65, 65, and
70.
70 laps to make up the 200 laps.
All right, here we go. We're getting in that restart zone.
Restart zone.
And pace car's off.
Kyle Busch inside Joey Logano.
And green flag is back in the air. 20 to go here in stage number 2, or stage number 1, my bad. Kyle Busch, your leader right now. Behind him is Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin. Those are your top 3 right now. See if I can get the numbers on here. There we go. I got the car numbers. Denny Hamlin pushing Kyle Busch. He's going to move up to second. Nope, he just fell back. And now it looks like we got Logano and Hamlin side by side. Logano remains in second. Kyle Busch coming down the front stretch in the lead. And 19 to go here in stage number 1. Joey Logano in a backup car. Since he crashed, Joey Logano is going to take the lead from Kyle Busch. And never mind, Kyle Busch back up to the lead. Denny Hamlin now. And never mind, Logano took second back.
We talk about three-time champion and Denny.
Logano up to first.
Fully understand, how did he get that done?
No.
That's always the question, and exactly what you see went from 30.
So Joey Logano up to first. Never mind, Kyle Busch is back in the lead.
Learning a lot early in the race with both of those guys.
Brad Keselowski's like 26.
You still got the same guys in the top 3, except Hamlin and Logano are now flipped. Logano takes the lead back. 18 laps to go here in stage number 1. Elliott makes a push into the top 10. Keselowski falls back to 9. William Byron is now in 6th. Christopher Bell is up to 4th. Logano and Hamlin now switch.
So what he's talking about right there, he was actually dragging the brake as a lead car.
And now Christopher Bell is number 3. He rides in the 3rd position. Logano drops back to 5th, while William Byron is now in 4th. Harrison Burton moves up to 6th. Tyler Reddick's in 12th. Logano now 4th again. He takes that away from William Byron. They enter turn 1. Here with 17 laps to go.
It's like you grab another gear. When you get those two bumpers locked up, it's like grabbing another gear and all of a sudden they take off. So figuring out how to get locked up, stay
Logano
and the run you get.
in that 4th position. He and Byron switch again. Brad Keselowski back into the top 10, and Logano back into that number 3 spot. Takes it away from Christopher Bell, but Bell takes it right back. Logano drops to 5, while Byron jumps up to 4th. Kurt Busch and Logano swapping 5 and 6. Kurt Busch is there now. Logano now in 5th. Gilliland makes his way into the top 10 before he drops out. Chase Elliott now up to 8. He is the most popular driver right now. No, Denny Hamlin is 11. Never mind. That's my fault. Kurt Busch in 5th at the moment. And you got Michael McDowell, the defending champion, into the top 10. And now we're going to get something with Ryan Blaney. He's riding in the top. And right there, a little trouble there. That was almost a wreck right there. Kyle Larson almost wrecked him. That was close.
It was just two people going for the real estate. Blaney came down a little bit. Kyle made a move to go out. Yeah, it was big enough that they thought it was going to.
You can't do that. You can't ride below the yellow line. 15 laps left.
Harvick crossed it, and that is not a penalty.
It's not.
If you go below the double yellow line to improve your position,
Oh.
Or force someone below the yellow line,
That's a penalty.
that can be a penalty.
Bigger than that, look at the momentum that he lost.
Again, same top 3 with Busch, Hamlin, and Bell.
Kyle Busch, Denny
Not much 3-wide action here.
3 Toyotas out in front of the field in Daytona.
There's been a little bit. Down the front stretch, 14 to go.
Well, you need to try it first.
Hello, Joey Logano.
You're watching NASCAR on Fox.
And they go to a break with 14 to go.
Let's go places.
Here's my dip.
Did you bring yourself a layer?
Yeah, but it's just 7 layers of beans.
Resourceful. Or did you invite all your friends to watch your favorite team?
They're losing, but that's okay.
So sweet, so unique. Baby, there's nothing better. I bet you probably done something that deserves a Dr. Pepper. Did you pretend like sports and your girlfriend's dad would like it better?
What? No, I love sports.
Me too.
Maybe it's another refill at your favorite diner, or waiting for the 7:12 bus, or Sunday afternoon in the produce aisle. These moments may not seem remarkable, but at Pfizer, protecting the regular routine and every day drives us to reach for exceptional. Working to impact hundreds of millions of lives, young and old, it's what we call the pursuit of normal.
It starts with little things, little things.
The KFC chicken sandwich is only served one way, straight from the fryer, piping hot, and Kentucky Fried to order. If you don't like it this way, you'll have to go somewhere else. KFC, it's finger licking good.
The Daytona 500 on Fox is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places.
Caution is out.
Caution number 2 in the Daytona 500 at lap 52. Justin Haley.
So I think we have 8 to go. We have 13 left. Justin Haley had an issue. Let's see. Whoa, wheel.
Looks intact, so he did break a wheel.
Well, that tire didn't have a wheel inside of it like
The tire's off.
Different scenario right here.
And the wheel is broken. Now these are forged one-piece wheels. They won't do any bending like the old steel wheel, but they will fracture and break.
The question
When
is
there's a
why.
problem.
The question is why, though.
But you can see the wheel.
No, the
split
wheel
in
is
half
broke.
right there. That's an outer or inner ring of the wheel that goes up against, beats the tire. But again, so he just like
Look at the pins.
There's
The
no
pins
love out on it either.
The pins are sheared off.
There's no love on it.
12 laps to go. Ryan Blaney's on pit road. Looks like he's getting 4 in fuel.
I'm going to tell you it's a loose wheel.
Only 4 cars on pit road. As we're under the second caution.
And they're going to another TV timeout. Maybe do that during just the cautions.
The hell are you supposed to be?
Vengeance. Vengeance.
Vengeance!
You're becoming quite a celebrity.
This is your legacy, Bruce Wayne.
This guy's hilarious.
Come on, Vengeance. Who are you under there? Are you just hideously scarred?
Yeah. Batman, rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX. Only in theaters March 4th.
Once again, NASCAR Fox needs to quit going to commercial during green flags.
We're making New Year's salesmen a crown.
Over and over again, they're going to commercial during green flags, and then we miss something.
Plus rebates on the GMC Sierra.
Every time.
GMC SUVs. 0% plus rebates. Right now at Crown or ProudViewGMC.com.
Yes! 3 out of 3! Same game parlay!
Batman, rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX. Only in theaters March 4th.
It went backwards. No, I have to watch more.
Batman, rated PG-13.
No, it went forward again.
IMAX. Only in theaters March 4th.
What is it doing?
We're making New Year's salesmen a
My
crown.
thing went backwards, which means I'm watching more commercials.
Get 0% plus rebates on the GMC Sierra and 3 great GMC SUVs. 0% plus rebates. Right now at Crown or ProudViewGMC.com.
Yes! 3 out of 3! Same game parlay!
Means I can buy more of these.
What are those?
This is a true Caesar's rookie card. Gem Mint 10. Actually, it would be better if you didn't touch it. Ever since he launched the Sportsbook app, these have been skyrocketing in value. Do you guys collect anything?
Yeah, high performance sports car.
Nerd.
Grandpa was always telling me about it.
But the civil rights thing happened like a million years ago.
Still, he thought it was important that I know what it was like.
So we followed the civil rights trail to Alabama. We saw Dr. King's church.
The bridge in Selma, the church in Birmingham, and I finally knew what he was talking about.
Some things you just have to experience for yourself.
Start your civil rights journey at alabama.travel.
We're making the New Year's sales event at Crown a really big deal and a great way to ring in the new year. Get 0% plus rebates on the GMC Sierra and 3 great GMC SUVs. 0% plus rebates right now at Crown. CrownViewGMC.com.
Get your Heart to Heart is Mardi Gras guide on sale everywhere or order online.
We all know there are days, mountains to climb and battles to face. And all we ever have is one another, so let's promise never give up on each other. Never give up, never give up on each other.
This year, there's a whole new season to love what we love. Front house, winning, racing. I am NASCAR.
Welcome back.
They're back.
500 on Fox. We're working the second caution of the day. Justin Haley lost a wheel and tire. And during that time, the 14 of Chase Briscoe was damaged in the first caution. You saw him dragging the rear diffuser, so they're taping that up at the rear of his car. Here's a look at it.
Wow. But seriously, they need to quit going to commercial during green flag. We're going to miss the big wreck.
Performance cutaway car, and let's show you the rear diffuser that's under the rear of the race car. It's really a very...
Forget it. Just get us to green flag.
In road racing. It's very aero efficient. It actually creates more rear downforce, and it pays no drag penalty. Another thing it will do, it cleans up the wake of the air off the rear of the race car, which is better for a car behind you. That car is still in dirty air, but not as much without the rear diffuser. And the other thing, it has a center flap in case the car turns backwards, and there's a detent. I think that's what
10 to go.
On the 14 car we sold with Joe.
They're on the back stretch right now.
In the dual race.
Same top three, Busch, Hamlin, Bell.
Justin Haley is still on pit road making repairs, trying to get they did get a wheel on it, but they may have some suspension damage. And here's Jamie Little.
And Ryan Blaney came in. They had an extended pit stop. They took the right rear off, and they couldn't get the new right rear on. You see the guys looking at it now. They took it back, tried to get another wheel on, and it did the same exact thing. It's just not meshing in there. They're wondering if the problem is actually on the car, where you put the wheel and apply it to that. So they've got an issue here with Ryan Blaney definitely keeping an eye on the right rear.
Can't get the nut off the stud either. It's like the impact didn't have enough oomph to get it off there. Is that oomph a word, Tony? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Ryan Blaney started 33rd, and right now he's in 7th.
One of my words. There you go.
It's short for torque.
Yeah.
We're about to come to green here. They're off turn 4.
Here's some Denny Hamlin audio.
First told maybe what we were trying to do. Maybe just when you were offset to the right, you were skewing the rear end out for him.
Pace car's off.
When you were more
They're coming to green.
it was just driving him tight, and he could
Green flag waves with 10 to go. Make it, well, check that, 9 to go.
Kyle Busch leads him across the line.
William Byron
That's to go in stage
now into the top 3. He's driving the 24 car. And never mind, Hamlin jumped him, and now he's in 3rd.
Steering his car.
Yeah, that's the scary part of it, to your point. The guy behind
And Bell took 3rd from Byron.
that he's pushing, so
That's something I've ever heard that.
I wouldn't be
Martin Truex up to 8. You got Austin Dillon right now in 17th. William Byron takes that spot away from Christopher Bell. Never mind, Bell took it back.
again. Chris Lambert. Spotter for the 11.
Brad Keselowski rides in the 9th position. Martin Truex at 7.
He's been moonlighting down at New
Kyle Larson rides in 18 after starting on the pole. William Byron takes 3rd from Christopher Bell.
I love that. I'm really proud to see the car owners in NASCAR.
And now Bell takes it right back.
These drivers.
believe we got 8 to go.
Makes all of them better.
Byron takes it back.
Gives them a chance to reset and have fun.
And now you got Byron taking the lead. Byron takes the lead away from Kyle Busch. And Harrison Burton takes second. Now Kyle Busch takes second away from Harrison Burton, who drops to fourth. Denny Hamlin in third.
Toyota behind that, another Ford.
And I think that's what's keeping the racing so
7 to go.
because there's no cooperation. They can't find their running mates, right? And it's keeping
Harrison Burton takes third away from Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin takes third right back from Harrison Burton.
It is, and I think what these guys will be cognizant of is sitting there trying to make sure.
Kurt Busch rides in the 10th position, and now we got a lot of switching. Harrison Burton takes second away from Kyle Busch. Martin Truex up to third.
That's a big bump, too. That's a big bump trap. That shot him way out there, almost too far.
William Byron drops down to second. And your leader right now, Harrison Burton.
There's the red and white Wood Brothers Ford with the gold foil numerals, just like it was when A.J. Foyt won here in 1970.
Kyle Busch right now rides in the 4th position. He now drops to 5th. Brad Keselowski now making a nice little comeback. Denny Hamlin down in 6th. Bell in 8th. Recky Spinhouse is in 8th. Got 6 laps to go here in stage number 1. Martin Truex makes a leap over William Byron. Whoa. What happened?
You heard Tyler Green, Burton spotter, say we're going to go up to pick up the Ford of Brad Keselowski.
Brad Keselowski now rides in the 2nd position. And you've got Martin Truex currently in 3rd. And now it'll flip. Martin Truex takes 2nd away from Brad Keselowski.
You see on that back of that 21 car on the rear bumper cover, yellow tape.
And now, guess what? It all flipped back. And I gotta change it back. There we go.
That's not an inviting strike.
5 laps to go here in stage number 1.
Definitely want to go with guys that they know have experience in other.
Martin Truex is gonna take 2nd, and he's gonna take the lead. Martin Truex Jr. takes the lead away. William Byron now in 2nd place, and you got Harrison Burton right now in 2nd place. Takes that away from William Byron. Martin Truex. Brad Keselowski now in 3rd.
Yes, they are, and they're still busy. All right, so these cars
Harrison Burton drops out. William Byron takes the lead. Now Martin Truex is right back in the lead. Byron and Burton switching. Kyle Busch back into that top 3. And I cannot have a single break. We got 4 laps to go. Now they're coming down the front stretch. 3 to go. I think we got a push going on here. We got Keselowski pushing Harrison Burton. He's pushing him to 2nd. Let's see if we have a wreck here. Whoa! Oh! Kyle Busch! No! Who is that? William Byron spins onto the apron, as does Kyle Busch. Harrison Burton spins. Caution is out with 3 to go. I think we had 3 or 4 cars spin there. Harrison Burton and Kyle Busch both down on the apron. Harrison Burton also spun.
I would say it's that 21 car. It looks like I'm looking at the roof.
Kyle Busch is driving away okay. Alex Bowman is also down on the apron.
Somebody took a hard shot to the rear bumper that we saw on the onboard camera. Around it went.
Chastain also down in the grass. Let's see if we can take a look at this. Denny Hamlin.
With Brad Keselowski behind.
So he spun the 8th. Let's see here. Brad Keselowski pushing the 21 of Harrison Burton. And Kyle Busch then. Oh, Harrison Burton turned right into the 24. Kyle Busch spun. Harrison Burton flipped! He flipped!
cars.
No, he flipped.
Denny Hamlin with a spin there. Not sure how much.
Denny Hamlin also spun. Let's get another look. Brad Keselowski turns Harrison Burton, and he goes right into William Byron and Kyle Busch. Byron took a rough ride into the wall.
Bell gets into Burton. And that's a long slide on the asphalt.
Right into the wall. He's probably out of the race. Kyle Busch also spun onto the apron. I think he'll be fine. See, right there. Turns the 24 and the 18. Denny Hamlin also spun. Harrison Burton flipped. I think Denny Hamlin is okay. He spun. I think Hamlin's fine. He was able to recover.
I think Denny's got... Well, never mind. I almost said he didn't have much damage, but he definitely has a lot. I just feel like that's a pretty aggressive, pushing, obviously.
Right there.
Tony, you talked
Turned him.
about it. Again, come off of that corner, got light, and that thing was long for the ride, but very aggressive pushing.
Harrison Burton flips.
That is not at all what you're looking for.
No, it's not.
That kid is sitting there going, what happened?
You flipped.
He's lucky it didn't bite right there. Yeah.
And here's Harrison Burton on the radio.
Wow, we have our first wreck of the Daytona 500.
All right, let's ride along with Ross Chastain. He got a big chunk of this.
Yeah, Ross Chastain also went into the grass across. Oh boy.
Brandon McReynolds saying the left front fender's killed. He's just trying to get it back on track, and it's
Wow.
going there.
Right there. Kurt Busch was in there as well. We'll see if he got out of this okay. It appears as though he did.
Now that is part of the seas right there.
He avoided it.
They're flipping underneath of him, spinning on the outside.
That was impressive from Kurt Busch.
Up through it, Harry. That is exactly what that is.
We had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars involved in the wreck. Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell, Harrison Burton, William Byron, and Alex Bowman.
Tires flat, trying to get a push. They may need to pick him up. And Ross Chastain, who told me this morning he had a good car and he was really looking forward
Chastain, thank you.
It's over all too soon for him.
Hearing the frustration in Harrison Burton, that boy had a really fast car. A little too aggressive, too early, in my opinion.
So this will end stage 1. Boy, our thanks to Peter Larson and the folks at BS.
So the stage ends under caution.
Amazing in-car views for every Daytona 500 since 1980.
The stage ends under caution. So Martin Truex wins stage 1 of the 2022 Daytona 500. We had our first wreck, our first real wreck of the race.
But as we've evolved with the military, we've grown to serve all who honorably serve, no matter their rank or when they were in. A Marine just out of boot camp, or a petty officer from 73, and even his kids and their kids. USAA is made for all who honorably serve and their eligible family members. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join.
Innovation usually looks something like this. But what if it didn't? What if it looked like a family truck that powers a family home? Or an ordinary drive made extraordinary? Let's change.
So stage 1 ends under caution.
Floating around in your own personal space capsule up here to what we could build for all Americans down here.
Getting the incredible iPhone 13 without T-Mobile makes as much sense as playing hide and seek.
Ready or not, here I come!
In the desert.
Really, guys?
T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone.
And now, when you switch, you can get iPhone 13 on us on every plan.
You're not gonna fit in that hole.
Don't look any further. Unlock the full power of iPhone 13 on us at T-Mobile, the network with more 5G bars in more places.
$135 laps to go.
You ready, B?
Wow.
There's a reputation of track. One that screams. Loud enough for the whole world to see. And the NASCAR in NASCAR.
The Daytona 500 on Fox is sponsored by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? The USFL is coming starting April 16th. These trucks have been driving around Daytona all week. It kicks off with a historic inaugural game.
Stage 1 ended under caution. Martin Truex won the stage. There was a big wreck on lap 62.
Spring football. That's going to be.
Looks like stage 2 is about to get underway.
Is this qualifying?
No, this is the real race.
They're doing stages? I thought they did
3 stages. 65, 65, 70. Oh, that's Harrison
Just
Burton.
get on the track and go.
Nope, not anymore. You'll see here on the camera. Harrison Burton got turned and then a couple cars spun off.
Oh,
He
flipping.
flipped.
Flippy.
He's okay though.
Up like going 200 miles an hour and spinning the car around.
Yeah, that's Daytona for you.
View, 2 cameras from Denny Hamlin's car, and Hamlin's car is now, what's that old saying, kitty wampus?
What?
Wheels are not tracking the same as the front. In fact, they're about there it is.
Anyways, we're on lap 67.
And Denny Hamlin has gone behind the wall and to the garage.
Looks like Denny Hamlin's going to the garage.
Pit stops in the offing, Vince.
Well, sometimes at the end of the day, you look back and you say, boy, we caught a good break, and that was the case for Martin Truex Jr. He narrowly avoided contact.
And pace car is still out there. Kurt Busch on pit road.
Now, we thought pit road was going to be open, but remained closed. Red light remained on, and yet Kurt Busch came to his pit stall anyway. That just means he'll restart at the end of the line when we go back green.
Martin Truex took stage 1 under caution. He now starts at the front of the pack with Brad Keselowski and Gilliland following.
Harrison Burton has been checked at the Advent Health Care Center and released. He is okay after that wild tumble down the back straightaway.
I got a feeling we'll be coming to green here.
Daytona International Speedway from our aerial coverage from the Goodyear blimp. Goodyear with you for every mile on the road to greatness and more driven.
The Goodyear blimp. Ah, jeez.
Working lap 68.
And that guy's working on Kurt Busch right now.
Along the right side
I got a feeling we'll be coming to green here in this lap. This is lap 68.
heats up on the track on the way to what will be a sweet victory.
Kyle Busch on pit road. Pit stop. Pit stop.
Sweet at the Wendy's pit stop in the infield. Posing trivia questions, making fan signs. Jamie and Michael have had a lot of fun making the race day experience a little bit more delicious with their Wendy's hot honey chicken sandwich. Michael and glitter. I'm not sure that's a good sign.
Took the kids down a couple times this week. with the Wendy's, the drive-through. You literally, Tony, drive the golf cart through there, pick up your sandwich, pick up the kids. It's Rossi's for the kids, right? They wanted to go every day. Awesome to see that down there. Hats off to everybody involved. Great job.
Wendy's at Daytona, the Great American Days. And everyone's going to pit road now, including our race leader, Martin Truex Jr.
All right, the first pit stop was mostly right side tires, and that's what
Looks like Truex is taking 4 in fuel. I'm looking for violations here.
And if there was debris on that back straightaway, and
Just so I can hit all the drivers with violations. Joey Logano and Gilliland on pit road as well. Gilliland is off first. Chase Elliott is there as well. I don't know who drives the 10.
All the way around, Martin Truex, Logano, everybody 4 tires.
Yeah, everyone's taking 4 in fuel as it appears.
Reset. Let's get 4 tires on this thing. The other thing, let's get some practice.
Race off pit road. Eric Jones won the race off pit road, which means
cars taking fuel only, as you see in that right column, getting out first.
he should be the leader, right? Who's the leader?
They'll line up and get ready for stage 2.
Oh, there's the rack.
Burton's Wild Ride.
It's amazing. He's talking about motorcycle insurance, and people love it. And of course, they love the savings they're going to get with Geico, but it goes beyond that.
You deserve to save.
Heard that before.
You deserve to save.
I know.
I need you to hear me. You deserve to save.
I deserve to save.
I mean, he has a way of making you feel seen.
Bundle car and motorcycle insurance and save at geico.com.
Your shipping manager left to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
In here, it's savings on a wide range of appliances. Out there, it's fresh towels and fresher flavors. Come in or shop online and save, plus get free delivery and flexible installation. Get President's Day savings on appliances like this Samsung laundry pair with steam technology at the Home Depot.
Yes. Fine. The weather tech's here.
WeatherTech is the ultimate protection for your vehicle. Laser measured floor liners, no drill mud flaps, cargo liner, bump step, seat protector, and cup phone.
What about my car?
WeatherTech.
I love wheels. Glossy wheels. Two-piece wheels. Exotic wheels. Steering wheels. Mini wheels. Big wheels. Bigger wheels. Massive wheels.
No matter what wheel I'm feeling, eBay Motors has the right parts at the right prices.
That's right.
Eliminating grays is as easy as combing your hair. With Just For Men Easy Comb in Color. Just twist and comb. Getting natural looking results. Let's get this meeting started. Has never been easier. The most men trust Just For Men.
This year, there's a whole new season to love what we love.
Burnouts. Winning. Racing.
I am NASCAR.
Welcome back to the Daytona 500 on Fox.
They just came back.
Premier partner. Let's check in with our stage 1 winner, Martin Truex.
Hey, Martin Truex is boarding up the Fox Sports booth. You got me?
Hey, what's up, old buddy?
Boy, he's pretty close to that. A few laps before that, I had just made mention about you moving to the bottom and leading that bottom. How happy are you made that choice?
Yeah, Martin Truex took stage 1. He starts at the front of the pack. We're on lap 71.
choice. Good luck. That's what it takes. Got to be in it to win it. You're still in it, baby.
You know it, brother.
All right, let's go to the Appen Health Care Center. Jamie Little.
First time Harrison Burton has ever gone upside down in a stock car. I'm glad you're okay, Harrison. What was that moment like?
Yeah, it's never good. You know, you always hear about how it goes quiet.
And Harrison Burton was involved in the wreck in lap 63.
Really fast motorcraft Dex imaging Ford Mustang and ended up on our lid. So, I don't know, just frustrating weekend. Obviously, we worked really hard all week to...
And he's now out of the race.
It's hard to see. I mean, it's hard for me to tell what happened. I felt like I just maybe got a push in a bad spot in the bumper and got shot at the inside. Before I could save it, I was already in, I think it was William on my inside. So, frustrating deal. Obviously, just wanted to get stage points there, trying to be, you know, smart about it, and just got to turn around there.
Harrison Burton led 3 laps today, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. And in that replay, you saw the 20 of Christopher Bell spin around.
Harrison Burton had 4 Xfinity Series wins. Pace car lights are off. Eric Jones at the front.
Team audio. It was Keselowski into Burton that started that.
So Eric Jones won the race off pit road. Ryan Blaney rides in the 2nd position, and Chris Buescher started 4th. He now rides in 3rd.
Just got to shake it off. At the end of the day, that's all you can do.
Our top 10 is Jones, Blaney, Buescher, Cindric, Harvick, Larson, Keselowski, Gilliland, McDowell, Custer.
So out of the race from that crash, Harrison Burton.
Here we go. We're coming to green.
The one of Ross
Pace car is off, and the green flag waves. We're back underway here in stage number 2. Green flag is out. We got some 2 wide racing going here, although I would love to see some 3 wide action. Ryan Blaney trying to take the lead from Eric Jones. It appears as though he's done just that. Eric Jones in the lead. Austin Cindric drops back. Eric Jones down to 3rd. Austin Cindric riding in the 2nd position. And you got Eric Jones in 3rd.
Well, they didn't learn much, Tony. They're still pushing.
They're pushing a lot there. Kyle Larson rides in the 6th position. McDowell, the defending race champ, is currently in 10th. Tyler Reddick in 11th.
Caught up in that one. Denny Hamlin, one of them. What did you see happen there, Denny?
Yeah, it looked like the 2 girls on top.
Denny Hamlin was involved in that lap 63 wreck. We got a little pushing going on here.
You know, mindset was that you got to back off, but I think the 6
Ryan Blaney leads the race. Recky Spinhouse is in 10th. No. Recky Spinhouse is in 10th.
Something was going to happen, but I was boxed in. I was behind the teammate. I wanted to try to help, but...
And here they come down the front stretch. We are on lap 9 of 65 here in stage 2.
17 Daytona 500s for Hamlin. This is the first time that he will fail to finish the race.
That's pretty incredible.
So Denny Hamlin will not win Daytona. Recky Spinhouse now up to 8. Brad Keselowski in 6th. The 6 cars in 6th. Michael McDowell's in 7th. Custer makes a move. And Daniel Suarez moves up to 10th. Got a lot of train racing going on here. Martin Truex back into that top 10. Briscoe is back into the race. Tyler Reddick rides in 16th. Kyle Larson drops out of the top 10 and taking his spot with Martin Truex. They come down the front. They head into turn 3.
Take care of business with your manufacturing, your teammates, and everything else. Be the old lone wolf out there. Every now and then.
See if we can get some passing here. They come down the front stretch.
You're not married to a situation where you want to move, you want to be aggressive, you want to do something that advances your position, but you feel like you're committed to staying in line.
Well, they're on the back stretch right now, so now they're heading into turn 3 and 4.
Shifts and it gets moving. If you can get a hold, you go.
Kevin Harvick is now in 5th. with Recky Spinhouse there. They're coming down the front stretch right now with Ryan Blaney in the lead. Spinhouse is in the top 5. And we enter lap 11 of 65 or 76 of 20. Or 76 of 200.
Pushing really well, nice and balanced and controlled, and then the outside lane was getting a little squirrely in the last lap or so. So I noticed that, but there's nothing you can really do.
Ricky Stenhouse in 4th, he drops to 5th. Our top 3 remains the same with Blaney, Cindric, and Jones. Spinhouse making a case. Yes, I did just call him Spinhouse. Eric Jones and Austin Cindric switch. Never mind, they switch back. Stenhouse drops down to 5th, and he's probably going to fade again. Kyle Larson, the pole sitter, and now we have a switch. Eric Jones takes 2nd away from Cindric.
And they have now lost 2 of the Joe Gibbs machines, both Bell and Hamlin.
And Blaney takes the lead back from Jones. Jones had the lead for a second.
Daniel Suarez.
Daniel Suarez right now in 7th.
Well, it's certainly new life, new opportunity.
Looks like Jones had the lead for a minute. Cindric and Jones swapped.
10 cars plus.
And now you got Chris Buescher into the top 3.
There's a telemetry. Now look at his heart rate. That's full steam there. 159 beats per minute, 160.
Kevin Harvick gets passed up by Ricky Stenhouse, and now Eric Jones is in the 3rd position again.
That's probably your standards. Tony, when you were in the pack, I promise you, back in your day, hey, let's face it, not a specimen for...
Jones and Cindric switch.
We're not a salesman for Jim up here, and I don't think you're ever going to see 160.
And you got Stenhouse making a case here. And we're going to commercial during green flag. Are you serious? Ryan Blaney, your race leader. And again, NASCAR is terrible about going to commercial under green flag.
PNC Bank believes that if a pair of goggles can help your backhand get better, then your bank should help you budget even better. Virtual Wallet is so much more than a checking account. Its low cash mode feature gives you at least 24 hours of extra time to help you avoid an overdraft.
Gotta quit going to commercial during green flag.
Virtual Wallet with low cash mode from PNC Bank. One way we're making a difference.
It's okay that we're here.
It's okay that you're here. It's good.
I'm not parked illegally.
You're parked very illegally.
I'm not parked illegally.
I get the feeling he's been watching all the Star Wars movies on Disney Plus.
With every Star Wars movie,
They need to quit going to commercials during green flag runs. They could do picture-in-picture if they wanted to.
only on Disney Plus.
This isn't just a story about science, but also good old-fashioned will and grit. What we do when the chips are down. How adversity is best met with creativity and kindness. As we at Pfizer strive to impact hundreds of millions of lives, young and old, this isn't just a story of a pandemic, but how it pulled us all together.
It's cold and it's smooth and it's waiting for you. Come on, head for the mountains of life.
Mountains of Bush.
And it's easy to get a quote at libertymutual.com, so you only pay for what you need. Isn't that right, Lima? Lima? Sorry, one second. Oh boy.
Only pay.
It's an eagle.
Liberty, liberty.
Mahindra's the official tractor of town.
Yeah, that's Tony Stewart.
Yep, that's right, Tony.
This baby's got 4,000 pounds of front end lift capacity, right?
It sure does.
So who's tougher, kid? Me or you?
You are, Tony. Can you put me down now?
What? You want to go higher? Okay.
I said down, you old goat.
I am the goat.
Mahindra, the official
No, the GOAT is Dale Earnhardt Sr.
17 laps into stage 2. Ryan Blaney is in command of the Daytona 500. He's led 10 laps.
We're on lap 82 right now. It's Blaney, Cindric, Buscher right now.
All right, race fans, here's your second chance to win great prizes from the Busch race team. Let's hear from a pro late model driver.
I'm Whitney Zamora from the Busch race team, and today we're giving you a chance to win the ultimate mountain vacation fly.
Blaney, Cindric, Buscher. Right now, they're in turn 4.
Now is our chance to win.
Kevin Harvick in.
They're coming to the line. Kevin Harvick rides in the 4th position, and now here we go.
8 Fords at the front of the field. Ty Dillon.
We have hit lap 83. Ricky Stenhouse really spun all the way to 12th. Wow, he was up to 4th.
The Toyota numbers have been cut from 6 to 4 cars, and the Chevys not formed up
A lot of train racing here.
Mostly single file drive.
I think things are calmed down for a reason right here a little bit. Everybody saw what not to do. Gonna settle in, ride, lots and laps.
The second and third place cars talking about drafting.
There has not been a whole lot of 3-wide racing. Here they come down the front stretch. And here we go. Lap 19 for the stage, lap 84 total.
Normal drafting. Well, let's not just see what it looks like. Let's hear what it sounds like. We're gonna crank it up.
My guy Kyle Larson's riding at 193. Down the front stretch, there you go. We are in lap 20 of the stage. And lap 85 total. We got a little mic'd up action going on. Oh my God, it's train racing. Choo choo! Down the front stretch they go. We've hit lap 21. It appears as though we're probably not going to see any more 2-wide or 3-wide action. They're just sticking to the inside lane. I mean, what is there to broadcast? What is there to commentate, right? They're just sticking to the inside lane. And it's all train racing. This has become a snoozer.
We expect the Fords coming to pit road 11 laps from now. So a good time to step aside with Ryan Blaney and a fleet of Fords leading the Daytona 500.
Now we're going to commercial, of course, during a green flag.
Hey, I get it. Commitment can be scary, but not when you're saving up to 15% with Subscribe and Save at Amazon. You get free repeat delivery on your favorite items. And if things don't work out, you can always cancel. Seriously, no one would judge you if you called.
Learn all the ways to save with Amazon.
Hi.
Hey, you look really nice.
Let's get some more pictures. Let's go
Okay.
here. This is good. This is good. You look so cute.
New Cantina Crispy Chicken Tacos. Try them with creamy chipotle or avocado ranch sauce.
adventure. You're home for romance. You're home for big savings.
Hey, Mom, have you seen my... Ew.
Because when you bundle home and auto with Progressive, your
Still cannot
is a
believe.
savings paradise. Bundles
Why do you go to commercial during green flag runs?
NASCAR is just heating up on Fox as the action heads west. The greatest drivers on the
Fontana, right?
hit the Auto Club speedways for some control and chaos. Fontana, where speed rules. NASCAR Cup Series, live from Fontana, next Sunday at 3 Eastern on Fox.
The Daytona 500 on Fox is sponsored by...
I think we have a new leader.
Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. 89 laps complete, 11 laps to halfway. Here's the Progressive race summary.
We're on lap 24 of 65 or 89 of 200. Ryan Blaney, Chris Cindric, and Chris Buescher continue. We've had 10 leaders, 16 lead changes. We have 31 cars on the lead lap. And we've had 3 cautions.
Out of the race, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Harrison Burton, Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell in the garage fixing his suspension, and Greg Biffle replaced a fuel line as it back on track 60 laps down. Regan?
60 laps down? You're done. Here we go. They're coming down the front stretch. Kevin Harvick rides in the 4th position. We're on lap 91.
And the leader, Ryan Blaney, giving some advice to his spotter to tell his young teammate, Austin Cindric, listen in.
Austin Cindric. Yep, I was right. Come on. They're sticking to the bottom. They're sticking to the inside lane.
So there's a bubble there. You either get in the bubble...
Alex Bowman is in 34th right now. Greg Biffle is very down.
Spotters up on the roof with a good bird's eye view, Vince.
Well, and Cindric made that adjustment immediately when his...
Lap 92 right now, or 27 if you go by stage. That's why I've got both right there.
Buescher is treating him from behind, working with him, and Cindric said it's better when he gives me a bump versus the...
Everyone's still sticking to the inside lane here on lap 92.
That's a lot of air moving around at nearly 190 miles an hour.
Let alone a rounded rear bumper like we heard earlier, depending on what side you are.
9 Fords out of the top 10. The only non-Ford is Ty Dillon in a Chevy. He rides at 9th.
Ryan Blaney, a 2-time Daytona 500 runner-up.
And they come to the flag. Lap 28 or 93.
All Fords at the front. Ty Dillon is the first Chevrolet. He is in 9th. Kyle Larson in 13th and 14th. Noah Gregson. This is the Beard Motorsports number 62.
This is
Gregson out of
boring.
Las Vegas, Nevada has replaced Brendan Gaughan in that car. Beard Motorsports. Mark Beard passed away. His wife and family decided we're going to keep racing. That team has 1 full-time employee, and here they are. Racing to try
Noah Gregson has 102 career Xfinity Series wins.
That one employee, you ought to be pretty...
Lap 29.
1 full-time employee. A lot of helpers and volunteers.
Should be proud.
We're on lap 94 right now.
There's your Xfinity
Xfinity fastest lap. Currently, Brad Keselowski is the fastest lap by 0.05 miles an hour at 190.98. Kevin Harvick, 190.93. Todd Gilliland, 190.92.
Darren Shaw is that young man's name. And he's the 1 full-time employee.
They're into turns 3 and 4.
I'd say he's pretty happy right now. And he should be.
As they head back down that front stretch.
It's a hard race to be competitive in. and you got to have some luck go your way, and getting through that last major wreck is a big step in that equation to get to the end of the day.
Now it's a 3-car Rookie of the Year battle.
We're expecting green flag pit stops coming up here
With a flipped over race car now, and he is okay.
very soon.
But Todd Gilliland came up much the same way. He's in his very first career Cup start. There is Gilliland.
No one's trying to race. Everyone's just sticking to the bottom lane and just waiting until lap 200 to do something.
And a dad who always ran well here at Daytona, David Gilliland, and a grandfather, Butch Gilliland, who was a star of the Winston-West Series. Good genes.
All right, heading down the front stretch again. Lap 31.
Like tracks at Talladega and Daytona here. He was always good help, and we always were able to. He had the confidence in me, and I always knew when I saw him in my mirror that I had the confidence that I had the flexibility to move.
I mean, what is there to say?
That would go with me.
David now runs a late model program for a lot of up-and-coming drivers. The other driver in the rookie battle, Austin Cindric, he's right in the thick of it, second place. Behind Ryan.
Yeah, but nobody's going to pass anybody because they're afraid. Might as well go to a commercial because nothing's happening.
In stage 2, and here's why. Everybody got a good look at the underside of the Wood Brothers 21 when Harrison Burton went for a wild ride, ending stage 1.
Having a 5G phone that's not on T-Mobile makes as much sense as showing up to a curling match with a toothbrush.
Are they not going to try to race until the last lap?
Nationwide 5G coverage like this. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. T-Mobile, more 5G bars in more places. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
Whenever you crack open a Busch Light, the mountain starts singing.
It's cold and it's smooth and it's waiting for you.
What is going on?
Hit it, Johnny Kennedy.
So smooth.
Head for the mountains of Busch Light here.
We took the truck that helped build this country.
There was no competition caution. All 3 cautions were for a different reason.
We took the vehicles businesses use.
So I don't think there will be competition cautions.
Something that turns the lights on. We took the original 0 to 60 head turner and gave it 0 tailpipe emissions. We took the familiar and made it revolutionary.
The KFC chicken sandwich is only served one way. Straight from the fryer, piping hot, and Kentucky Fried to order. If you don't like it this way, you'll have to go somewhere else. KFC, it's finger licking good.
What does NASCAR do when it gets a brand new car? Oh my God. Watch the revs? Mind the shifts? Yeah, didn't think so. We're more than drive it like you stole it kind of crowd. Just foot on the gas and smoke in the air. I am the next generation. I am NASCAR.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. Sponsored by KFC.
Chicken sandwich today. It's Kentucky Fried to order. And by
Still, nobody's trying to race. Stop sticking to the bottom lane.
Next lap by will be halfway in the Daytona 500, so let's take a look at today's Credit One Bank ones to watch.
It looks like we're halfway through Daytona.
Keselowski, I know it's probably not the most favorite person right now, but the aggression, very aggressive. You're going to have to be aggressive. Has done it.
Brad Keselowski caused everyone to go single file because he spun Harrison Burton.
Clint, it's been 15 years since Kevin Harvick won that 2007 Daytona 500. Who would ever believe he's on a 43-race winning streak? Tony, this could be the day the closer closes the deal.
I agree, but I'm picking the 2-car right now. He's the one I want to watch. Austin Cindric has been learning. He's paying attention to his teammate Ryan Blaney. He's been up front all day, and he knows how to run good at super speedways.
going with Martin Truex Jr. I mean, 0 for 67. It's got to win sometime, doesn't it? I think today could be the day Truex really likes his race car, Mike.
Nobody ever notices Chris Buescher. Well, take notice. Not only did he win his qualifying race on Thursday night, Matt Kenseth won the 500 in the number 17. It's my son's car number. Keep an eye on Buescher. That's your credit one back ones to watch.
All right, lap 37. We're more than halfway through this Daytona.
Save one car at the back as they're on the inside lane, and it's going to fall in line. So, Larry, we did hear something about the Fords coming at lap 96, which did not happen. Now what do we expect?
Yeah, I think they'll go as far as they basically can on fuel, Mike. I look for them to come anywhere between lap 106, 108, right in there, which is only about...
We might see it down. I'm thinking 107.
20 to 22 laps to go.
Well, they're coming down the front stretch again.
And I feel like part of that is there's no pressure. They're not too wide. They're not having to lean on each other to maintain track.
38.
It looks like everybody's fairly content to stay in line right now. So when they're single file like this and in a single, you know, you're not too wide. You don't have a lot of air disturbed on both sides of you. It makes the cars drive a lot better. So the cars are handling they're probably handling fine at this point. So there's really no pressure to do that. All you're doing is stretching that fuel mileage out to where at the end of the stage, you got a lot for
Laps led today. Ryan Blaney has led the most laps at 31 and counting. Kyle Busch led 28. Brad Keselowski led 26. And it looks like we have a bunch of cars on pit road. It looks like somebody missed their pit stall. We have 4 cars on pit road.
And these are the
They're just taking fuel.
Chevrolet teams.
It's the Chevrolets on pit road. And whoa!
Very close on the Rick Ware crew there.
Nearly hit a crew member from Rick Ware.
We listened in on stage 1 winner Martin Truex.
Might as well. I miss when Clayton Hughes was Martin Truex's spotter. Stage winner, MTJ. New leader, 78.
And I don't mind that right there. If you're single file and you're just logging laps, one thing. But if you get pushed, 2 and 3 wide, I agree. You do not want to be in the eye of the storm and get in a wreck. He's wanting to know, can we do anything too tired?
All right, here we go. We're on to lap 40 now.
Pit stop, like he said. Needs a track position.
Well, Larry, what about fuel only? Is that an option on this stop?
I think it is an option, and quite honestly...
Question is, who's coming to pit road next? Who's coming to pit road off of lap 105?
Absolutely fuel only, especially with only 20 laps to go.
Or 106.
But you have to have friends that's on your same page.
Oh, nobody's going to pit road. Nobody's going. But man, everybody's driving single file with only one guy on the outside lane. I couldn't tell who it was. Lap 41 coming up here.
This could be a big deciding factor.
Richard Petty always said, and he won this race 7 times, the best you can do on any given Sunday in Daytona is put yourself in position to win. The pit crews may well do that. Richard went on to say, then circumstances...
25 to go here.
And you make your own luck.
Exactly.
Yep.
25 to go here in stage number 2. Hopefully we'll actually see some racing in the next stage, because this is becoming a snooze fest.
No, but it's not reason for cause for alarm either. I mean, they're grouped together. They're still where they want to be with each other, and as long as they stay attached to that lead pack, that's the main thing at this point.
Now the Chevrolet is a different story. From 13th through 17th, they're all Chevrolets.
There goes my dog for no reason once again.
Stenhouse, Reddick, and Jones. The remaining
Lap 107. Ryan Blaney's led 34 of 105 laps, or 107.
Let's get a pit road update from Jamie.
Chris Buescher. Let's see who goes to pit road. Right now they're on the backstretch. Here we go. They're into turn 4. Let's see who pits.
Pace horrible, Mike.
But something that's it's going to make that.
And nobody pit. Nobody pit that time. Lap 108. We can see pit. We can see green flag pit stops here soon.
So when they do come, it's going to be very crucial because if you do slide it, you have no choice.
And we see that, and I've done it. Probably you've done it. Everybody has done that. Crew chief says whatever.
It is around 5 p.m. now at Daytona, which means it's going to start to get dark here.
And what do we do first thing?
Smoke the tires.
All right, so if the Fords come as a group and 11 of the top 12 are Fords, does everybody else come with them?
I think at this point in the race, I think I would.
You have to. You don't.
All right, let's see. Let's see if anybody pits this time. Here they come. Here come people on the pit road. Pretty much the entire field pit. Only 5 cars stayed out. Everyone else pitted. Martin Truex takes the lead as a result. You got Keselowski and Cindric taking 4 in fuel. Ryan Blaney in there. Ryan Blaney appears to be taking 4 in fuel as well. I'm looking for penalties. Let's see who wins the race off pit road. I couldn't tell who it was.
That was a land rush off pit road.
I'll tell you one thing, it definitely wasn't Kyle Larson.
They are coming out. I like what they did there. That was chaos right there. Chase Briscoe, too many cars on pit road at one time. Briscoe missed his pit box.
Briscoe missed. Wow. Here we go. You better hurry on to the... Okay, I think the Chevys came to pit road now. Martin Truex is on pit road, along with Alex Bowman. And Chase Elliott into his pit box along with Bubba Wallace. And they just took fuel. The question is, did he beat, I think it was Martin Truex off pit road. Kurt beats his brother Kyle off pit road. There goes Chase Elliott off pit road.
The Toyotas he was running with. And coming back to pit road will be Daniel Suarez.
Daniel Suarez coming back.
Exiting pit road.
Wait, what?
Brad Keselowski to the front.
All right, Brad Keselowski now leads the field.
I know that it was an easier pit
Currently,
stop
they're on.
with less cars, but man, you can't outdo that strength in numbers.
Currently, they're not. It's not all train racing right now. It kind of is, but
Now here's a consequence of pitting with everybody. Watch the red number 14, Chase Briscoe.
he missed his pit stop. Chase Briscoe missed his pit box.
Yeah, he had Michael McDowell on his inside and was looking over it. Oh, then somebody was trying to get out of their pit stop and he backed up. Watch Austin Cindric back here. He backs up right in Austin Cindric's way. Now, yeah,
That's one thing you can't do.
was inside, was looking over to see where it was and just missed it. Couldn't see the vantage point with that car on the inside, but it also hurt Austin Cindric in a big way.
And Briscoe is
Here comes Keselowski off turn 4. Our 3 leaders are pretty far up.
Chase Elliott.
That's an uncontrolled tire, isn't it?
He just stalled it.
Whoa,
That's him. The flames out.
that ain't good. Our leaders are way up front. Need a caution.
And Chase is now 22nd. They're all still on the lead lap.
If we want anything exciting, we need a caution.
Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher, Team RFK, out front.
Every big idea, every game changer.
Now the
every
Blackhawks are down
opportunity
3-1.
Starts here, the blank page. Artists and writers know the tyranny of it well, but so do developers, data scientists, CTOs, the new creators. To them, we say, let's create something that changes everything. IBM, let's create.
can bet the game on FanDuel Sportsbook anywhere in Louisiana. But is a pig allowed? You mean my service dog? As long as they rent our shoes.
FanDuel Sportsbook is now available everywhere in Louisiana. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today and get a risk-free bet worth up to $1,000. FanDuel Sportsbook. Make every moment more.
Where to go and what to do in East Alabama. Personalized just for you. Find your sweet spots at alabama.travel/sweet spot.
And I'm gonna close with this one. It's gonna bring the house down.
I'm sorry, I thought this was a sports bar.
It's the biggest game of the year. Why didn't we just watch it at your house?
I can't. I lost all my favorite sports channels.
That's terrible.
Oh, great. It's getting worse. Yeah, DirecTV Stream. No local sports channels, no NFL Network.
Not a great choice then.
Catastrophe.
Limited channel lineups are evil.
Did they choreograph this?
Choose Spectrum TV and get the sports channels you want.
Fox 8 is your Mardi Gras headquarters, starting at 4:30 a.m. on Fox 8 Morning Edition.
Who we have right here is a man known around the world. Ryan Bunny, look at this man. 3 wins in 2021, and this is his year.
Wow, Biggie knew his stuff.
And we're back with 15 to go.
And Busher. So here's one of the questions in Clint's Stage 2 contest on the Fox Bet Super 6 app.
Kozlowski, Busher, and Blaney. We got people actually trying to race towards the back. We need a caution.
Right now, Ryan Blaney.
You can just keep running that around there longer.
Yeah.
It's going to be a no-brainer.
Round and around, he's led a total
Ooh.
of 36 laps.
Kyle pushing his brother Kurt.
Now, Tony, you were saying as the Toyotas...
I thought he was going to get turned, and he pulls away from that.
Formed up to shoot right by them in the
Joey Logano in 15th, getting up near Kyle Busch. And we actually have some shifting going on.
Check up on the entry to turn 3, and that actually allowed Truex.
But our top 3 remains the same with 14 to go here in stage number 2. As we enter lap number 117. We got some cars in the middle lane now, including Martin Truex Jr., who rides in 10th.
The 18 of Kyle Busch.
Currently our top 10, Kozlowski, Busher, Blaney, Harvick, Gilliland, Ty Dillon, McDowell, Almirola, Cindric, Truex Jr.
Now, they're there so if the car turns around and slides backwards, it won't get airborne.
Oh no! It's Recky Spinhouse.
Right in front of your face. That's got to be bothersome.
No, the biggest thing is it shows you how disturbed that air is.
There's Kyle Larson.
That car, in the wake of that car in front of you, man.
They're coming down the front stretch once again.
Pressure right there.
13 left
Real flaps up.
in the second stage.
They are right in your face, but it's working.
Hopefully towards the end of the stage, people will actually try to pass.
But it's almost like a telltale as well. I mean, you know, if you see that hood flap coming up that you've got in that pocket, you know, you went through that bubble you were talking about earlier. When you get through that, that's when
Kevin Harvick
that flap's coming
currently
up.
rides in that 4th position. We got people actually trying to race, but of course they're way in the back. Whoa! Little contact made by Kyle Busch. Joey Logano looking for a window, can't find one. They're 3 wide. Logano, Larson, and LaJoy, I think. And there we go, lap 119.
Starting to see some movement. 12 to go.
Here we go. Austin Cindric up to 9th. He passes Martin Truex, and Truex is getting passed again by Kyle Larson. And Recky Spinhouse is up to 11. Starting to finally see some passing, but nothing for the lead. Martin Truex rides in 13th. Kyle Larson in 10th. He was the pole sitter, who is now in 9th.
Chris Buescher running second.
We'll see if Kyle Larson can get a solid run here. They come back down the front stretch
He was pushing all that air aside.
to lap 120.
17 crew said this.
What you're doing with the gas is good right there. The 6 mode, they want us to push, they want us to be in that top.
We got 80 laps to go in the race. Recky Spinhouse up to 9th. Kyle Larson up to 7th. McDowell in 8th. Who's now in 7th. Kyle Larson takes his spot. Now he takes it back. Current top 10, Keselowski, Buescher, Blaney, Harvick, Gilliland, Ty Dillon, McDowell, Larson, Stenhouse. No, Almirola, Stenhouse. They go to a commercial with 11 to go. What if there's a wreck? Oh, they're going to picture-in-picture. That's what they should have done the entire race.
With Bank of America, the groom's parents, they just found out they
10 to go.
for a second honeymoon.
Almirola jumps Stenhouse once again.
Like these two. He's realizing he's in love and that his dating app just went up. Must be fate.
LaJoy hops. Man, here's William Byron. A lot of good cars out of the race.
Digital tools so impressive, you just can't stop banking. What would you like the power to do?
Fries or salad?
Salad. Good choice.
It is. So is screening for colon cancer. When caught in early stages, it's more treatable.
Hey, Cologuard.
Hi, I'm non-invasive and I detect altered DNA in your stool.
They're coming back down the front stretch again.
Even in early stages.
Truex just passed Cindric.
45 plus, an average risk for colon cancer.
9 to go here in stage number 2.
Negative results may occur. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you.
Everybody thinks they can win Daytona. I want to be in the show and intend to win this thing.
Think women can bring a whole different perspective?
I want to be known as the Daytona 500 winning Spire Motorsports team.
Can't get it straight. I'll just fire everybody.
Daytona's a place where magic can happen.
Road to Daytona, the groundbreaking series streaming now only on Fox Nation. After 2 years, Auto Club Speedway is...
Keselowski, Buescher, Blaney, Harvick, Gilliland, Ty Dillon, Larson, McDowell, Stenhouse, Almirola. That's your current top 10 with 8 to go in stage number 2. Looks like they're off of turn number 3. No, they're off turn 2 on the backstretch now.
Forged from the fusion of sweet honey and spicy spice, Wendy's new hot honey chicken biscuit and sandwich. A marvelous marvel of sweet, sweet heat. Cast atop crispy bacon and Wendy's spicy chicken. Because a true sandwich myth knows that flavor like this can
only be forged at a Wendy's.
Willie?
Oh, right.
Thank you. No, it was nice. I liked it.
I appreciate you.
choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new hot honey chicken sandwich or biscuit at breakfast.
7 laps to the end of stage 2 here in Daytona. The USFL coming April 16th with a historic inaugural game. The New Jersey Generals take on
Generals versus Stallions on April 16th.
On Fox and NBC. See the debut of the USFL.
I'll definitely, or most likely, live stream for that. 7 laps to go. Ricky Stenhouse making a move. We got some passing going on. Kyle Larson in the second position. And Ricky Stenhouse is up to that third position. We had to have people pit. So now we've actually got some passing going on. Logano rides in that 4th position behind Ricky Stenhouse.
What has happened is the fuel probe has broken away from the side of the body. Composite bodies, which are new this year.
Current top 10, Keselowski, Larson, Stenhouse, Logano. Oh, Larson takes the lead. And Stenhouse is fading as Logano takes 3rd. Stenhouse fading all the way back to 6th, 7th.
All of these teams have been challenged. Attrition's always been a big part of this.
At least we had a little excitement there.
Well, look who's here. Our series champion, Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson makes a nice little comeback. He's going to lap them. 5 to go.
I talked to him this morning up in the Sunoco suite, and Kyle said, he says, I can run these races. He said, nearly won one. Ran out of gas on the last lap here in the Daytona 500.
Oh, there goes Keselowski to the inside. He's going to pass up Kyle Larson, as will Joey Logano.
As we get toward the end of stage 2.
Lone Wolf, though, he was up there, 2 teammates behind him. As soon as Brad made a move, you knew Logano was going to go with him. Bye-bye, Larson. That's exactly what happened.
And Larson fades all the way to 7.
Let's show you that again. Larson leading the pack.
Keselowski moves inside, as does Logano, and then Truex follows suit.
And Joey's right behind him. You got two former teammates that know how each other approaches restrictor plate races. They're not with the same team anymore, but they still remember how each other races.
Keselowski, Logano, Truex.
400 miles to learn and figure out how to situate yourself for the right move at the end of the race.
Kyle Larson all the way back to 8th. He was in 1st. He faded back to 9th.
Honestly, that wasn't on him. He just didn't have any help.
Harvick then passes Larson.
Again, now you got to figure out how to get up there, situate yourself, put those guys in a situation where they don't.
Oh God, we're back to train.
Or stay behind you.
A lap ago, Kyle Larson was leading. Now he's back to 9th.
Well, 8th now.
Left in the stage too, and as much as we all
There's
say
4 laps to go.
trying to take these first 400 miles for that last 100, these guys are
3 left.
thinking about points and stage points.
What if there's just another wreck
Lock up these for the end of the season.
on the 3rd lap to go?
On Kyle Larson to retake the lead was the same move that we saw Chris Buescher make.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Fords into top 10. Two Toyotas and 2 Chevys.
He just let him go. Come to the end of the race, you're going to have to block that move some way.
Story.
Yeah.
We're getting near the end of the stage here in Daytona.
Let's have a look at today's Toyota top performers. Martin Truex.
Top performers right now, running order: Truex, Wallace, Busch, and then the Bushes. Well, the Bushes. They're on the front stretch, 2 to go.
Daytona 500 winner out of the race, along with Christopher Bell is in the race, but 40 laps down after suspension issues.
40 laps down. Keselowski builds up a huge. No, never mind. He didn't build up a huge lead.
Logano's car chief Raymond Fox III was honored here in Daytona this week by the Living Legends.
Oh God, we're gonna have some people getting lapped here.
Award named for his grandfather.
Here we go. We've got people getting lapped. Grala's getting lapped. Villanueva's getting lapped. Briscoe's getting lapped. Oh boy, I feel like we might have some excitement here at the end of the stage. On the front stretch, 1 to go here in stage number 2.
And can play a big role in the outcome of this stage.
Absolutely.
Final lap here in stage number 2. Keselowski, Logano, Truex. Ooh, Logano takes the lead.
Probably coming off the turn 4 to win this stage.
Smoke ahead. Down on the bottom of the racetrack, somebody down on the apron.
Somebody on the apron left some smoke. Oh, jeez. Logano has a decent lead on Truex, who just took 2nd.
You had Stenhouse pushing.
And you have Keselowski back in 3rd. And now Martin Truex is going to take the lead away from Logano. And Martin Truex is going to win stage 2. They were side by side at the end of the stage.
Pushed away by Keselowski. Nobody had anything for him, but that did open the door for a big run from Truex to get the win. Stage 2.
Beat him by about 2 feet.
If you have type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, you're a target for chronic kidney disease. You can already have it and not know it. If you have chronic kidney disease, your kidney...
We're moving on to stage 3. 70 more laps.
To help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis. And don't take it if you are on dialysis. Take aim at chronic kidney disease by talking to your doctor and asking about Farxiga. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I know that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts. Woo! Give me some!
Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
44, ladies, that's me! Woo! Gonna get some cold
4
cuts.
to 1.
eBay Motors has parts for new cars, new parts for old cars, and new parts for cars about as old as I am. eBay Motors has over 122 million parts. That's insane. Get all the right parts at the right prices. Let's ride.
Verizon Unlimited is going ultra, so you get more than ever. With 5G ultra wideband in many more cities, you get up to 10 times the speed at no extra cost. And we're giving you a 5G phone to go with it on us.
Seriously?
Yep, it's our best plan ever. Verizon is going ultra, so you can get more.
Thursday night on FS1, EJ Liddell leads 18th ranked Ohio State.
He is feeling it here today.
Against Kobe Cockburn, 12th ranked Illinois. Thursday at 9 Eastern on FS1.
Next week, NASCAR heads west for 3 races. We're going to furlough Tony Stewart.
California, Las Vegas, Phoenix.
Joining Clint and me in the booth. In California, 2000.
No, Danica Patrick. The West Coast swing. Fontana, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and then Atlanta.
Please hurry back soon.
I'll be back. I'll be back for CODA, so I'll come back and harass you guys.
You're a road racer now.
I've done my share of it.
Off road and on road.
Little both.
Okay, mostly. Let's try for on road.
I like
Fun lineup. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Right?
certainly.
We're about to begin stage number 3.
Of the guy next week, right? Matt the Brat. I mean, that's gonna be a handful, buddy.
During his late model career, his dad was a racer, so they did call him
We'll
that.
just
but
follow your lead. That's what we do.
Then he graduated to Cup and became a star and a champion.
You guys are gonna have a lot of fun with Matt. Matt is awesome. He's got a great sense of humor. He knows these.
We are
cars
under
inside
yellow
out.
right now.
New cars, obviously, but he knows stock car racing inside now, and will do a great job for
He's
you.
got a great sarcastic wit, and it's
Yes.
probably going to be Monday afternoon before I get it. I get some of his lines. But we're going to have a lot of fun next Sunday in Fontana, California. And then Danica for 2 races after winning the pole here in 2013.
Pace car lights are still on. Martin Truex leads the field after winning stage number 2.
The end of stage 2, and they come to pit road for service.
And now the caution pit stops coming up,
What will they do, Vince?
which includes race leader
Martin Truex Jr. leading him down, stage 1 and stage 2 winner. He's been up on the chip a bit on the radio. And
Truex and Logano now getting foreign fuel.
Let's give him a fast one today. And Joey Logano started from the rear. Pits P2. Regan?
Chris Buescher running in 7th. The plan here is to take 4 tires right now, setting them up for later.
And there goes
Bubba Wallace in the 23 been really happy with
Bubba Wallace in the 23, getting foreign fuel. Kyle Larson as well, getting foreign fuel.
They're having to remind the drivers, go on
There goes Kevin Harvick
longer than the tires this year.
off pit road.
There's your Ram race off pit road.
And Keselowski wins the race off pit road.
Tire changes. And yes, the fuel dump can is the same size it was last year. However, NASCAR has put a restrictor in the flow of that, so the fuel feeds more slowly.
It'll be 625.
We're working the right front of Kurt Busch.
This isn't just a story about science.
Here we go. It'll be 625
Russian will.
to start stage number 3.
When the chips are down, how adversity is best met with creativity and kindness. As we at Pfizer strive to impact hundreds of millions of lives, young and old, this isn't just a story of a pandemic, but how it pulled us all together.
He's gonna pass Kyle Larson. Beat him. Truex, get
a new truck for a whole new generation.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we were created for officers. But as we've evolved with the military, we've grown to serve all who've honorably served, no matter their rank or when they were in. A Marine just out of boot camp, or a petty officer from 73, and even his kids and their kids. USAA is made for all who honorably serve and their eligible family members. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should join.
Now, hit the road with Channing Tatum and Lulu.
Oh, that's a genius idea. I hope she doesn't eat everybody first.
No, this is my unicorn.
In a comedy
Just take it crazy down. And maybe we can have some fun. Shake.
about a couple of rescues.
Never in history has a blind veteran and his hero dog not gotten a free room.
Thank you for your service.
Dog.
Oh my God, I can see.
Rated PG-13. Now playing in theaters.
There's not a lot to do in Flash. March 17th, you can watch Fox's Welcome to Flash night and day.
Can you believe it?
That night, catch the premiere on Fox. That day, stream the first
Seven
episodes.
That's a lot.
Because once you visit Flash, you'll want to stick around.
Is this really happening?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, is this reality?
Welcome to Flash premieres Thursday, March 17th on Fox. And stream the first 7 episodes starting the same day on Fox Now or Hulu.
Look across Lake Lloyd in the Speedway infield.
Looks like we're back.
This massive complex, 2.5 miles around the oval that is Daytona International Speedway.
It's not an oval, it's a tri-oval.
The 2 stages, the first that he's ever won here in the Daytona 500. So he is your race leader. We spoke to him earlier.
Martin Truex won both stages so far. We'll see.
Stage 2, Joey Logano.
Yeah, we already talked to him. I want to talk to Joey.
It's going to be 6-2-5 as we get back to green here in a few minutes. All right, our top 10 to start stage number 3 will be Brad Keselowski, Austin Cindric, Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, Eric Jones, Eric Almirola, Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr.
I knew you would, man. Good luck. Keep it up.
Thank you. Have fun.
Now, the reason Logano dropped from 2nd to 6th, let's examine his pit stop and watch the right front here.
Uncontrolled.
One thing I noticed, Mike, is the tire changer when he first went to take the right front off, it was old school. He had the air gun already running. He had to stop the air gun, put it on the nut, and then engage the gun. That started kind of going downhill from there.
Isn't that a penalty? Uncontrolled tire?
We saw Chase Elliott with an extended stay on pit road. Jamie?
Mike, earlier in this race, the 9 of Chase Elliott got into his teammate Kyle Larson. He had a dent in the right front, and he said that the handling had gotten so much worse that last run, so bumpy, they decided to take the time to try and fix it, and he just pitted for a second time and took left side tires.
So a suspension adjustment for Elliott to get him back into contention.
Chase Elliott started in 9th. At the end of stage 1, he finished 10th. Stage 2 was 19th. He's now 20th. He's really faded.
Series driver.
Hey, I'm Natalie Decker from the Busch Race Team. You don't have to be racing at Daytona to bring home a big prize. Tweet #Busch Race Team and #sweepstakes now for your chance to win.
Kyle Larson on pit road, as is Joey Logano.
We saw what happened there on the right front.
There's Michael McDowell, who was at 19. Joey Logano was off. There goes the 41 car of Custer.
Came back in, got that taken care of. Do not want to lose those wheels. A steep penalty on that racetrack.
Now, those pins have to fully engage, and earlier this week, a couple of teams, Penske and RFK, modified some wheels to make sure they would seat for a safety issue, but NASCAR said, we're confiscating those wheels, taking them back to the R&D Center for further inspection, because no modifications are supposed to be made. Well, the results are in. 3 people.
The pace car's lights are off.
Were you one of them?
I unfortunately was not one.
No, neither was I.
Which means we will be coming to green here in a minute.
Stage 2 contest. They will split $25,000. The fine print says pending verification of eligibility.
Good job, folks. Good picking. Stage 2. Next week could be your week, guys.
That's right. You can play every week for free.
They are currently in turn 3.
Why couldn't I get him to play for free when he drove for me?
Keselowski, Cindric, Wallace.
Yeah, it cost me a lot of money.
Okay, these cars are going.
Here we go. Off turn 4. Hopefully we'll see some passing.
So the lead car, which is Keselowski, gets lane choice. And he chooses the outside.
And here we go.
To the Geico restart zone, that lead car, the control car, NASCAR calls it, has to fire off.
Pace car's off.
To be a legal restart. If he
And
by the end of the restart zone, the flagman will restart.
green flag.
We're going to listen in on Bubba Wallace at Team 23. Freddie Kraft was spotted.
And Kevin Harvick has already passed up Bubba Wallace. And Harvick and Wallace got the spot back.
I don't know, Freddie talks all the time when he does that podcast.
Looks like Kevin Harvick would be on the board for the first time, or this board at least. Bubba Wallace riding in that 3rd position, but it looks like Kevin Harvick's getting a decent run. Wallace can't really throw out a block right now. Whoop, here comes Kevin Harvick. He's side by side with Bubba Wallace.
You're in high gear, 4th gear back in the day, well before you got to the, halfway down the back stretch.
They're coming down the front stretch now.
Sequential shifting, I like it.
The leader remains Bubba Wallace.
And I'm glad the drivers are getting used to it because in the first couple tests, there were some guys that went to go from 2nd to 3rd gear that were used to going up and to the right instead of sequential back and went from 2nd gear down to 1st gear.
I think you paid for one of those mistakes, didn't you?
Our top 4 is Keselowski, Cindric, Wallace, Jones. They're all on the bottom lane. Martin Truex makes a big jump, but then went right back to 9th.
Coca-Cola Zero Sugar can.
Down the back stretch they go into turn 3.
Remember, Logano came in, made an extra pit stop to make sure that right front was tight, so I had to restart at the back, and is 20th. Ryan Blaney has led a lot of this race. He is 6th.
Ryan Blaney trying to make a run on Kevin Harvick. We're on lap 140.
Leading the outside lane. 22 cars still on the lead lap. The last of which is Michael McDowell, who had a speeding penalty on his pit stop at the end of stage 2.
He had a speeding penalty apparently.
We just saw the graphic there of Chase Briscoe, who made a pretty aggressive move to get in front of the leaders to finish ahead of them in the stage. That has paid off. That's got him in the top 10 right now.
That's right. He finished just ahead of Martin Truex.
What is there to say, guys? I mean, everybody's train racing again, except for some people on the outside. They're coming down the front stretch now.
An opportunity to get back in the lead lap. Great point, Tony, and a great move by him. That was a pretty bold block that he had to put on the leader of the race as a car that's going a lap down. Something that we don't normally see, but it paid dividends for him.
Noah Gregson to the inside. Move it up.
We got mostly train racing with our top 7. Keselowski, Cindric, Wallace.
All right, instead of going to a commercial break, we're going to stay right here and go Toyota all out.
What?
Bubba Wallace in 3rd. Martin Truex has won both stages. In 12th, trying to work his way back to the front.
On lap 142.
Kurt Busch back in 19th. Kyle Busch 20th. Still all in this lead pack. Christopher Bell laps down with suspension issues. Denny Hamlin out of the race in the big crash at lap 63. Well, in the pre-race you heard Kyle Busch, he's tired of answering that question, but he knows every February, kind of like Dale Earnhardt, for 20 years,
You see
Had to
that right
answer the
front?
question.
Exactly. You see that right front, it's battered, but he's
There
not-
we go. We're moving that to the middle.
Man, you know, we talked about he wanted Talladega. He's always there at the end of these things, and that's what you have to do. If you're going to be in contention and have a shot at winning this thing, you've got to figure out how to get to the end. Attrition is a big way, and he's doing it right now. Third place amongst a lot of Fords, a lot of different companies right there. But I'm telling you,
Bubba Wallace started 16th, and right now he's up to 3rd. He was 12th at the end of stage 1, and right now he's 3rd.
Bubba Wallace locked on to Austin Cindric, running 3rd. Toyota Racing has seen much success here at Daytona and in the NASCAR.
We're heading to a TV timeout.
Drivers, teams, and fans. It's all about the countless memories along the way.
Nope, Toyota all out. Never mind.
For Toyota, racing isn't all about the numbers. Like 162 Cup wins.
Our 3 Cup Series championships.
How about those 3 Daytona 500s?
It's about the thousands of scrapes, dings, bumps, and bruises.
It's the millions of fans and the endless rain of confetti.
Little damage on Kyle Busch on that right front. They might want to have that looked at.
Generation of memories. Here's
They're
to
coming
the
back down the front stretch. Lap 145.
144 laps complete. We stay under green in the final stage. It's the 18th try for Martin Truex to win the Great American Race, and the 17th Daytona 500 for number 18, Kyle Busch.
And the thing that rubs you so hard for those guys is the coulda, woulda, shouldas. I remember back Truex, photo finish at the end. How many times Kyle Busch has been in contention and you just can't get it done? And Tony, nobody knows better than
NASCAR Cup Series champions without a Daytona 500 win. Currently, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, and Chase Elliott, who are in 1st, 14th, 18th, 21st, and 22nd in that order.
Pressure there is to win the Daytona 500.
146.
To win the July race, the 4th of July race that everybody loves to win. It means a lot to win the qualifying races. It means a lot to win the Bud Shootout. But to win the Daytona 500, how special that is, you know, there's so much pressure leading into this day.
Well, they asked Darrell Waltrip that question for 17 years, but they asked it because for 17 years they thought he could win it, coulda, woulda, shoulda won it. So, you keep getting asked that question, it means they think you're a contender.
And what is there to say, really? There has not been much going on since stage 1.
The next year.
The only people trying to race are in the very back.
Florida. Finally, we got one after a couple of years of rain and delay. Here we are running the Daytona 500.
Lap 147, we had to break.
Laps to go. The Thunderbirds are here. Brad Keselowski is the leader, and Harrison Burton, one of those out of the race.
Ooh. Call Logano. Hey, Joey, you can save money if you fill up a shell if you use Advanced Auto Parts speed perks. Dude, I'm way ahead of you. You saved at the pump?
Blackhawks are down 3-2 right now.
The pump. You saved at the pump.
Now you can save at the pump when you shop at Advance Auto Parts. Learn more at advanceautoparts.com/gas rewards.
Now, it's my turn.
Your eyes, beautiful on the outside, but if you have diabetes, there can be some not so pretty stuff going on inside. It's true. With diabetic retinopathy, excess sugar can damage blood vessels, causing vision loss or even blindness. So remember this. Now is the time to get your eyes checked. Eye care is important to your long-term diabetes management. See a path forward with actions and treatments from a retina specialist that may help protect against vision loss. Visit nowic.com and take charge of your sight.
It's cold and it's smooth.
Kenny G. How'd he get up there?
Mountains of bush lie here.
For the sweet, sweet heat. Wendy's new hot honey chicken biscuit and sandwich. A marvel so marvelous it can
Only be forged at a Wendy's.
Willie?
Oh, yeah, right.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new hot honey chicken sandwich with biscuit at breakfast.
Unbelievable.
Need more football? The USFL, coming this April.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
As the shadows get a little longer,
51 laps to go.
as you're giving us this great aerial coverage, anything can happen as long as you have the drive. Goodyear, more driven. Sellout crowd at Daytona International Speedway.
And it's 4-2.
Watching Brad Keselowski, Austin Cindric,
It's 5-2.
Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, and Ryan Blaney.
50 laps to go.
Around Daytona International Speedway.
We're still under green.
Has led 62 laps of this race.
Yeah, because everyone train raced the entire time. We got 3 wide action. Oh my goodness, we've got 3 wide a little bit.
Get a little 3 wide action here.
Come on, let's get a wreck. And get Kyle Busch the heck out of there.
It's not going to wait around. It's going to figure out a way to get back to the front. That's what we're seeing.
Keselowski, Cindric, Wallace, Jones, Blaney, Busher, Briscoe, Gregson, Reddick, Almirola is your current top 10.
To win an exclusive prize for the Busch
Come on,
Race.
Tyler Reddick.
Down 2. Here's more from an ARCA driver.
Oh, somebody just spun! Somebody just spun! Who is it? I can't tell who it is. I think it's Almirola. We have Logano involved as well as Kurt Busch, who's in the grass. Caution is out with 49 laps to go.
Tyler Reddick.
Oh, it's Reddick!
Casualties in the left rear.
Is it Reddick?
Down on Logano's car.
And Logano's caught in the grass.
Seems like these cars that get 2 flat tires on the same side get bottomed out on the suspension.
Wow. Caution is out for the 5th time. Wait, 5th?
That is Tyler Reddick.
And now Kurt Busch is driving backwards down pit road. Kurt. Tyler Reddick
5th caution.
is in the grass.
Reddick with a big hit in the left rear and extensive damage to the left front as the AMR safety team is on the scene.
Wow. It was Tyler Reddick, not Eric Almirola. I thought it was Almirola. It was Reddick. Martin Truex involved as well.
17 years. And coming oh so close to Denny Hamlin a few years back.
Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happened here. And right there, Tyler Reddick spun. I wrecked. If he was wrecked. Tyler wrecked it. And then Truex runs into him, as does Kurt Busch right there. And Logano also gets spun there.
Man, Ryan and Truex's lap. I think Kurt and Joey Logano are going to be okay.
I think everyone's going to be okay.
So there's the right side tires going down on Logano when he gets to that grass and bounces through it.
Wow.
Same for Kurt Busch. Saw a couple of drivers take evasive action down pit road, which is allowed.
We saw Tyler Reddick. He was already.
Tyler Reddick. I thought it was Almirola that got spun. It was actually Tyler Reddick.
Lost it right in front of Jock.
Ty Dillon, Kyle Busch doing a nice job of evasive maneuvers.
I was hoping Kyle Busch would wreck. Tyler Reddick is going to be out of the race. Right there. Martin Truex Jr.
Yeah, on the right front corner.
He's going to be out of the race. Right there. And Logano couldn't avoid it. He got spun into the grass.
All that was when those right side tires went down. Jacques Villeneuve audio.
So Logano getting a push. 48 to go. We're under caution for the 5th time.
Alright, we'll check it out. It's all good.
Problem with that is when somebody gets loose, it scrubs so much speed off so quick, and you're already within a foot or two behind.
Yeah, Logano's got a flat, the right front. We'll look at it one more time here. Almirola and Reddick's cars are very similar. Who is, let's see, Reddick gets spun here by Villanueva. Tyler Reddick gets spun. He gets turned right there into the wall. Truex runs into him. Kurt Busch and Joey Logano also involved.
Got right to his bumper, and away it went.
Oh, wish we had a camera in David Reagan's car because he threaded the needle right through the middle.
David Reagan threads the needle, gets through that. And there went Kurt Busch. That was Kurt Busch's car. And the lights are on at Daytona. 47 to go.
You cut down one of those tires, that thing becomes a big thumper.
All right, I think now is the time to go to commercial, Fox. You can go to commercial now that we're under caution.
You know, David Reagan retired, hung up his helmet. He came back to run this one race for Rick Ware Racing, and watch the Georgia driver just slide right through here.
Looks like Tyler Reddick just got loose. David Reagan threads the needle.
That's good clean living right there.
To get do that. If you're avoiding a wreck, you can pass below the yellow line if you're avoiding a wreck. You can do that. And for some reason, Recky Spinhouse Jr. got through that.
That's a single car team. JTG Doherty.
Tyler Reddick is on pit road. They're looking at it right now. Same with Joey Logano. They're trying to get new tires on him.
All right, let's hear what happened to Tyler Reddick.
Here on the replay, it looks like it broke, but I don't expect the car didn't hit anything, right? Initially. It looked like it broke the right rear totally, and then you lost it. Yeah, someone hit me over there. It was broke when I was sideways before someone hit me.
And that's the caveat that, you know, we knew he lost it, right? We knew he got loose in front, just didn't know why.
So yeah, Tyler Reddick will be out.
Broke the rear toe, maybe from some contact with one of those other wrecks.
We'll see if Martin Truex can get back in here.
Independent rear suspension in these cars. So, before all that happened, we were going to give you another chance to win an exclusive prize from the Busch Race team. And once again, here's an ARCA driver.
Let's try that again.
NASCAR fans, I'm Amber Balkan with the Busch Race team. We're giving you a chance to ride around the track with Kevin Harvick himself. Tweet hashtag Busch Race Team and hashtag sweepstakes now for your chance to win.
I don't think I want to take that ride today with Kevin Harvick. Things are about to get very busy out there.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd jump back in there in a heartbeat.
Our top three remains the same.
That's the part that scares me.
Tyler Reddick is out of there. Michael McDowell
How about this for a neat little
is
story
number
there?
34
Top 10, Noah Gragson in the
at number
62
10.
making his Cup Series debut for a team that's owned by that lady, Linda Beard. Family has been involved and loves racing so much. After her husband passed away, she decided to keep it going. They're only doing the super speedway races. They have one race car and one full-time employee. Getting it done so far here today at Daytona.
Noah
Gregson started 35th, ended stage 1 13th, ended stage 2 20th. Right now he's
You know, it's
8th.
hard losing a spouse, and for her to continue with this race team, that's an awesome deal.
Pace car's still out there with the lights on. They're about to come back to the yellow flag line.
Well, I've got a fire in here, and it's my calculator that's burning up right now. The fuel window is 38 to 42 laps. We're coming right now with 45 to go. Now remember, 38 to 42 laps. Numbers all week based on wide open throttle. I think you come here, you only have 13 laps on your tires. I think you come here, you pack that thing full of fuel, and just maybe. DW taught me never say you can't make it.
Well, DW stretched his fuel mileage to win the 1989.
Yeah, but he had more than everybody.
Well, that's what Hammond said as crew chief. After Alan Kulwicki had to make a late stop for fuel, Darrell coasted around and came around on fumes, won the race.
I think there was one way before that. Old Smokey Unique may have pulled one on too.
I have a feeling that, are the pace cars lights still on? Yes, they are.
The Coca-Cola family of drivers is faring. Denny Hamlin trying to
Coca-Cola Racing family current position. Daniel Suarez, 26. Austin Dillon, 28. Joey Logano, 31st. Denny Hamlin, out.
Austin Dillon, 28. Daniel Suarez, 26th. David Reagan, we saw him sneak through that incident, and he gets the free pass. He's the first car one lap down, so he'll get to come around and rejoin the lead lap. That will give us 20 lead lap cars.
All right, 20 cars on the lead lap.
Exactly half the field.
That's a good reward for doing a good job of getting through the wreck.
Right now they're in turn 4.
45 laps to go. Let's see if pit road opens up this time around. They wanted to open it last time, but there was a car stopped in someone else's pit stall as a result of that crash, and now it's being towed away.
Clear in, clear out.
All right, pit road will be open this time here with 45 laps to go. Pit road will be open.
Harrison Burton and Ross Chastain.
Let's see who wins the race off pit road. Let's see how many stay out.
Greg Biffle well off the lead lap. Pit road's open.
It includes the race leader Brad Keselowski, who literally goes to the first pit box.
Out to his pit box, still going to be a couple of laps short on fuel. They have told him if they're going to make it to the end. Regan Smith.
Keselowski off first.
With this race car, there's going to be fuel only. They've already told him to start saving fuel. Jamie.
Bubba Wallace, same thing. They know their car won't react with no tires, fuel only. You saw the 9 waiting there patiently to let the 23 out clear.
All right, let's see who wins the race off pit road. I couldn't tell.
Thanks, Jamie. Now will this
Austin Cindric wins the race off pit road.
Some of the teams are planning on it. Will it be the final caution of the day? Long odds on that one.
Getting the incredible iPhone 13 without T-Mobile makes as much sense as playing hide and seek.
Ready or not, here I come!
In the desert.
Really, guys?
T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. And now, when you switch, you can get iPhone 13 on us on every plan.
You're not gonna fit in that hole.
Don't look any further. Unlock the full power of iPhone 13 on us at T-Mobile, the network with more 5G bars in more places.
You finally fixed that transmission, but you have all of these to go. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do.
Enough of that pun.
Instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
No matter what you do, who you are, or how much money you earn, when it comes to doing taxes, don't go it alone. Jackson Hewitt Tax Pros will make certain you don't miss out on a single deduction. Get the biggest refund you deserve at Jackson Hewitt.
Welcome to the future. Some assembly required. But if there's one thing this country has always embraced, it's a challenge. And after almost 120 years of building for those challenges, we're taking the vehicles you know by name and making them electric. By revolutionizing the way they build and where they're assembled. Not for the few, but for the many.
Domino's, you have a million chances for something to go wrong. You have one chance for everything to work.
Daytona International Speedway race break with Jamie McMurray, Chris Myers. It's been fun so far. Weather fans excited. What's caught your attention?
Well, just it seems that the second place car can kind of control this race by pushing whoever's in front of them. Brad Keselowski seems to be the car to beat up to this point, but now's when the chaos is going to break out.
So you don't want to necessarily be in the lead on that last lap. Let's recap if you tuned in a little bit late. More than 150,000, beautiful weather, largest crowd, best weather. Lachlan Murdoch with the green flag to get us going. Charles Woodson, the Hall of Famer at Grand Marshal.
Cautions lead to cautions, lead to cautions, lead to cautions.
Early in the race, and here you see Austin Cindric into the
Right there, Chase Briscoe got spun by Austin Cindric.
He's still on the lead.
And right there, there's the big wreck. William Byron hit the wall.
And obviously Denny Ham, when you saw the 11 car involved in that, and then another big one. So we've had 5 cautions for 3 different incidents.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick actually had a part failure, we think, right there in the right rear toe link.
Right there, Reddick just kind of lost it.
16 involved in the crash today. All right, you talked about Keselowski. Let's talk about what you think we're going to see over these final few laps.
Well, obviously the manufacturers are getting paired up. We've seen some guys be able to get in between different makes of the cars. But as this gets down to the end, people are going to get more aggressive. We know that the more aggressive you are pushing, that's the lane that moves forward. It's not totally about having the most cars. As it gets closer to the end, the guy in second or the side-by-side rows is just going to continue to get more and more aggressive.
It's great to be out here right near the start-finish line. You can hear how loud it is. Let's go back upstairs. Clip Boyer's always loud, along with Tony Stewart and Mike Toy. Gentlemen.
42 to go.
42 laps to go.
42 laps to go. Austin Cindric won the race off pit road.
So completely full, you might make it. Just might.
Bubba Wallace at 2, and Ryan Blaney will be 3rd.
Kyle Larson had to get pushed out of it.
Kyle Larson had to get pushed out of the pit box.
Happened to what Chase Elliott earlier.
Took him a while to get going.
We're seeing on that, Chase Elliott's teammate and taking a while to refire with both of them.
So our top 10 right now: Austin Cindric, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Chase Briscoe, Kevin Harvick, Michael McDowell, Kyle Busch. Our pole sitter, Kyle Larson, rides in 11th. Pace car lights are off. Right now, Austin Cindric.
I think that's a good decision.
What?
Who's he racing for?
I have no idea what team he is. Anyways, pace car is off. They're coming to the green. They're coming to the line. And green flag is out with 41 laps to go. 41 laps to go. And we got a bit of a pack at the front. Austin Cindric with the lead right now. Ryan Blaney pushing him. And we have Eric Jones pushing Bubba Wallace. I'm sensing a wreck here.
This time it's a Chevy helping a Toyota with 2 Fords down on the inside.
You want to be in a
Nope, not yet.
Yep, sure do.
Top 3 still the same. It looks like Bubba Wallace passed him. Well, he did for a moment, but Cindric got back ahead with the push from Ryan Blaney. And now Wallace is fading. He goes to the outside. On the inside lane is your race leader, Austin Cindric. Ryan Blaney to second. And Eric Jones is currently riding that 3rd position. 40 laps to go from Daytona.
That's the things that you see.
Brad Keselowski in 4th.
Brad Keselowski dropped down there with him. He's in 4th place. Boy, Keselowski has been fast all week here in Daytona and won his qualifying race.
Some help here. He's got it coming.
40 laps to go. Bubba Wallace rides in the 7th position. Kyle Busch giving him a push.
You know Kyle Busch is probably going to stay right there.
You slow down when you push.
So he's going to be a good pitcher.
Now getting a push from Stenhouse.
Because it's probably going to have some drag.
Oh, that didn't look very. That looks suspicious for a moment. Down the front stretch, 39 laps to go.
Ricky's good at pushing. He's not scared to do it. He will get that line moving on the outside.
Ricky Stenhouse rides in that 8th position. Whoa! 18 gets a bit of a bump. That's Kyle Busch.
Your heart rate when you were his car owner was to the moon and back.
Are you kidding me? Bubba Wallace
When that kid won, it was spectacular.
back
He won us a lot.
into that 3rd position, but Jones takes it right back.
Put me out of the open wheel industry. He wrecked everything I have. Wrecked cars we didn't have.
Brad Keselowski rides in the 4th position. Here they come back down the front stretch.
A lot of fun racing with Ricky. I love that kid.
38 laps to go from Daytona.
Toyotas up top, Chevys wherever you can find them in this group.
And it's looking pretty good there. Oh, Blaney giving Cindric a bit of a push. You got Eric Jones in 3rd. This might get a little exciting with 38 to go. Bubba Wallace passes up Eric Jones. Here comes Kyle Busch with that push. Is he going to push Bubba Wallace to the lead? He does. Bubba Wallace takes the lead on that push from Kyle Busch. But Austin Cindric is going to get the lead right back from Bubba Wallace, who rides in the 2nd position. And now Wallace takes the lead again.
You just got to be smart about it. Get yourself to the end still.
How about that Jones boy? That Richard Petty number 43 is a fast car. He has no friends up front. But with a fast car, maybe everybody's your friend.
Kyle Busch back into the top 3 board here, as you can see. 37 laps to go.
With the guy that got him there, or will he move down in front of those teammates?
I think he's going to stay with
Bubba Wallace rides in that 1st position with Austin Cindric to his side. Now Cindric gets a push from Ryan Blaney. He's going to go back to the lead.
At least he's got a friend behind him that he knows is somewhat in the same camp.
And now Wallace back into 2nd. Ryan Blaney
Austin got way far away from Blaney there. That'll be
takes that 3rd position. Now he takes 2nd.
You got a group of cars all
With Bubba Wallace back to 2nd. Blaney back to 3rd. Now Bubba Wallace back to the lead. 36 laps to go.
I want to draw as many as it takes.
Well, we keep talking about this, right?
Austin Cindric in 2nd. Kyle Busch in 3rd.
Now it's time to get aggressive. 36 line.
It's about to get aggressive here. Kyle Busch is going to take 2nd from Austin Cindric.
or do they step in that high lane?
Austin Cindric drops Austin. And now you got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. into the top 3, but then Austin Cindric takes that back.
Can't do it now. Here comes Kyle Busch with Ricky.
Kyle Busch looking to take the lead on Bubba Wallace. They're side by side as they come back to the line. 35 laps to go.
Kyle ahead. Well, Kyle didn't peel off to stay with Bubba then.
Wallace, Busch, Cindric, and now Kyle Busch to the lead.
The nose of Kyle Busch's car.
But Bubba Wallace going to steal it right back. Got some entertaining stuff going on. Might get a push. Wallace back to the lead. Cindric in 2nd. Kyle Busch drops to 3rd. And now Busch back to 2nd. And Cindric takes it back. We're going back and forth. They're heading back down the front stretch. 34 laps to go. And we might see Ricky Stenhouse pass Austin Cindric here if he can get enough of a run.
He got the big check and the trophy.
But instead it's Ryan Blaney. Austin Cindric to the lead. But Wallace steals it back. Busch and Blaney are side by side. Stenhouse up to 5th. Kyle Busch remains in the lead by about 5 feet. And now Wallace getting a nice push from Kyle Busch. But here comes Austin Cindric on the inside. And he gets a run and passes up Bubba Wallace, but Bubba Wallace takes that right back. And now Cindric back to the lead as they come down the front stretch. 33 to go.
That's the saving grace for that outside line.
So Austin Cindric back to the lead, but Bubba Wallace gets a nice run. Now Cindric back to the lead. And Wallace is fading as Blaney moves up to 2nd.
Big train coming here.
And now here comes Bubba Wallace again. Kyle Busch gives him a push. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I am incredibly confused. Kyle Busch is going to fade here as Austin Cindric getting a push from Ryan Blaney.
When Bubba dropped down, Kyle is saying he didn't have room to get down, but it's all good. That was Tony Hirschman.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I know Wallace is there. Austin Cindric trying to take the lead back as they come back. 32 to go. There's been a lot of passing for the lead. There goes Wallace again. Trying to take it back from Austin Cindric. He does. We go to commercial with me not knowing what's going on. Oh, we're going to a picture-in-picture.
What everyone's doing on their phones? They're banking with Bank of America.
It's Wallace Cindric. It's Wallace Busch Cindric.
Second honeymoon. Romance is in the air.
And now it's Wallace Cindric Busch. Every time I look up, it's changed. See, look, it changed again.
And Phil.
Cindric, it changed again. Every time I look up.
Happy couple some money.
Digital tools so impressive, you just can't stop banking. What would you
Here we go. It's Wallace, Cindric, and Busch. Nope. Changed again. And changed it again. Wallace, Cindric, Busch, Blaney, Stenhouse, Jones, Buescher, Keselowski, Gilliland, and I don't know who 10 was. Blaney to third. Cindric to the lead.
And a new legacy in the making. Hey, I just want to race. New garages to call home. Vamos, amigo. And a whole new reason to love what we love. Burnouts. Winning. Racing.
It's now Cindric, Wallace, Blaney with 31 to go.
As a struggling actor.
Not 312, 31.
At Liberty,
Kyle Busch moves up to fourth. Is he giving Wallace a push again? Appears as though he is, and Wallace back to the lead.
Am I allowed to riff? What if I come out of the water? Liberty bibbity.
30 laps to go. Cindric takes the lead back from Bubba Wallace. Kyle Busch to third.
Only pay for what you need.
There's a reputation.
And now Austin Cindric back to the lead. Blaney back to third.
I am the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I am NASCAR.
On the front lines, every detail is critical.
And now Blaney and Wallace swap spaces. And here comes Eric Jones to third.
Improved crisis response. Verizon Frontline, the advanced network and technology for first responders.
Your top three, Cindric, Blaney, Jones.
on Fox?
Well, that's right. MLS is starting up again soon. Cindric, Blaney, Jones, Keselowski, Wallace, Briscoe, Kyle Busch, McDowell, Stenhouse Jr., and Harvick. Right now with 29 to go. It's been a pretty big battle, but now it's becoming a train. I'm waiting to see if there's potentially a wreck here inside of 30 laps to go. Kyle Busch is trying to push Bubba Wallace again. Ain't working. Wallace and McDowell swap. Michael McDowell to sixth. We'll see if we can get a good enough run here. 28 laps to go. Not 289. There we go. 28 laps to go here from Daytona.
Michael McDowell always find his way to the front in the closing laps of the Daytona 500?
I don't know. Ask Michael. Uh-oh. He's faded a little bit. Kyle Busch moves in front of him. Looks like Wallace and Busch are going to get another good run in that middle lane. Bubba Wallace looks like he's moving quicker than Eric Jones, but now he fades. Keselowski up to fourth. And now they come to the flag. 27 laps to go at Daytona. Ooh, that was close. 27 laps to go. Keselowski back to fourth. It's a bit of a train at the front of the pack. But here comes Bubba Wallace getting a push from Kyle Busch. He moves up to fourth. And we got a bit of a problem on the hood of Kyle Busch. A little plate fell off. A partition is kind of flying around on the hood of Kyle Busch. And they come back down the front stretch. 26 to go.
It does appear today that that's what we're seeing.
Wallace back to the top 3. He takes that away from Eric Jones.
Kyle Busch right in a tight draft.
And now Wallace up to second.
That hood flap and the damage on the right front are probably safely.
And now it's back.
For Busch to be able to pull out and pass.
No, it's just like
Cindric, Blaney, Wallace, and now Wallace and Blaney switch again. And I think Wallace is headed towards the lead here, but can Cindric take that back? He... This is getting interesting here. It appears as though Austin Cindric takes the lead back. They're coming back down the front stretch. Bubba Wallace had the slight edge on him. They're coming back. 25 to go. But Austin Cindric takes that back from Bubba Wallace. Ryan Blaney in third.
No, Mike. I'm talking to the race car driver.
And now Blaney up to second.
You're going to start looking for this middle line if you're Kyle Larson.
And now they switch again.
5 rows deep on the outside. If they open that middle up, is it ready?
Austin Cindric and Bubba Wallace up by side. He's getting a push. And Wallace now with a sizable lead. Kyle Busch to second on that little push.
Well, they got a great push from the 47, Ricky Stenhouse.
Ricky Stenhouse gave him a good push. Austin Cindric fades to third. Coming back down the front stretch. 24 laps to go. We'll see if somebody can get a push. We need a caution here because I do not want Kyle Busch to come anywhere close to win. We're getting near inside 20 laps to go here in Daytona.
To 8th or 10th right now. I don't know. You know, obviously we're speculating whether there's going
Wallace,
to be
Busch, Cindric.
take a chance getting put that.
Ricky Stenhouse in 5th place right now.
Now that he's the leader of the outside.
Drops back to 6. Eric Jones overtakes him by about a foot. Here they come off turn. Here they come off of turn number 4.
By the way, that guy is Chris Buescher. Who won that duel? Chris Buescher.
23 laps to go.
Who told you to watch him in the incredible thing?
Was it you?
Oh boy. I think Stenhouse is getting a run. He's up to third. He might be up to second. We'll see. Stenhouse to second. Is he going to get the lead? No, they're side by side with Wallace. Stenhouse had the lead for a second.
NBA legend Brad Doherty, co-owner on that car.
Ricky Stenhouse in second with Kyle Busch in third.
Michael Jordan versus Brad Doherty for the lead in the Daytona 500.
And oh, here we go. Bubba Wallace side by side with Ricky Stenhouse. Stenhouse on the outside. They're coming back down the front stretch. Stenhouse to the lead with 22 laps to go.
Scared to turn loose of it right now.
If you're Bubba Wallace and you see those shots that Kyle Busch is giving him, and that thing takes swaps back and forth, you are holding on to that.
And our third place driver is Chris Buescher.
You don't dare sit there and say, don't do it.
Wallace back to the lead on Stenhouse.
See what his heart rate is now. I bet it's through the roof.
So what are the Fords thinking now that they're third and fourth on the inside and not in control?
How did this happen?
And now Stenhouse back to the lead. Every time I look up, it changes. Wallace back to the lead on Stenhouse.
Elevated now.
Yep.
And now Kyle Busch passes up Stenhouse for second. We're down to 21 laps to go.
Going a lap down here, he had just made a pit stop, as did Christopher Bell. Those 3 cars on the outside had just come off pit road a lap ago. Austin Dillon.
And now Stenhouse back to second.
21 laps to go.
21 laps left. We're going to commercial with Kyle Busch, with our top 3 being Bubba Wallace, Kyle Busch, and Ricky Stenhouse. Seriously, a commercial with 21 laps to go?
I'm not comfortable trying on pants. Oh, come on. I bet they look sharp.
Oh, they're side by side. Oh, Stenhouse is in the lead.
Let me take a look.
Switch to progressive and you can save hundreds. You know, like the sign says.
Stenhouse to the lead. Buescher in second. With Bubba Wallace trailing behind in third. $20 laps to go. And now Kyle Larson into third. There he is, Kyle Larson in third.
Oh, Dolphin.
But here comes Wallace again. He's going to pass Larson. He's getting a push from Kyle Busch. And he's going to take the lead back from Ricky Stenhouse.
Hey, can we show you something? I'll allow it. Something new.
I love surprises.
I mean, really new. Like a new car.
Well, this looks fun.
And a
Chris
new
Buescher back. Stenhouse back to the lead.
We got you. And a new legacy in the mix.
Tell you what, this is where things get fun.
New garages to call home.
Vamos, amigos.
And a whole new reason to love what we
Stenhouse, Buescher, Wallace.
do. Wait, brace.
We are under 20 laps to go. This is where things will really start to get crazy at Daytona. Kyle Larson passes Bubba Wallace for third. They're coming back down. They're off the backstretch into turn 3. Oh boy, is Wallace going to get another turn? Somebody's got to throw out a block. Someone has to throw out a block. And now Ricky Stenhouse comes across. 18 to go here from Daytona.
18 laps to go. Ricky Stenhouse, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, the leaders.
Pomona.
FS1, 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
NHRA Winter Nationals at Pomona, California at 9 p.m. Are you kidding me? On FS1. We got a little train racing in our top 6 here in the top lane. Stenhouse, Buescher, Larson.
So how you like drag racing?
Bubba Wallace and Kyle Busch right now riding 7th and 8th. Those cars are a lap down. Current top 10, Stenhouse, Buescher, Larson, Gilliland, Harvick, Jones, Wallace, Kyle Busch, Cindric, Blaney. And here comes Kyle Busch. Laps 2 other cars, those being Bowman and whoever drives the 51. 17 laps to go. Finally get a little break from changing things, because there was a lot of passing going on. Gilliland tried to pass Larson, threw out a block. Kyle Busch, here comes Kyle. Gets to the top lane. And now Bubba Wallace is fading. All the way back to 10. And I think he's going to fade further back, but he throws out a block.
Gets in line. On point from Olive Branch, Mississippi.
And now we're in the train with 17 laps to go.
He's won at Talladega. Open the summer of 2017.
16 laps left. Ricky Stenhouse in the lead. We'll see if it stays that way.
To a one-car team this year, that left Ryan Preece rideless. I thought somebody should have picked up Preece. He was the only driver in the Cup Series to score a top 10 finish in all 3 Cup races here last year.
On the backstretch right now. Top 10, Stenhouse, Buescher, Larson, Gilliland, Harvick, Jones, Kyle Busch, Cindric, Blaney, Keselowski.
I visited that shop, spent some time with him, went over this car with him, and
Entering turn, they're in turn 3, entering turn 4. Off turn 4, down the front stretch. And we are down to 15 laps left. I've had fun watching NASCAR for the first time. I mean, I watched the Clash, but they're lapping Kaz Grala and Austin Dillon now. They're getting lapped.
Cup races this year and some Xfinity races, but Ryan is a talent. I agree with you. I know his background in modified racing in the Northeast, and we
On the backstretch.
flip side of
reserve driver.
Absolutely.
I'm going to give props. That's the vision behind this car. This next gen car. What you see right there is exactly what we hope for with this next gen car. Gives everybody an even playing field, parity throughout the field. A single car team.
Here's Ricky Stenhouse. Down the front stretch, still in the lead. Single file train racing at the top. 14 laps to go. We're still under green.
14 cars to go. Now this single file train is about to catch a 5-car pack of cars. And I wonder as they get closer and that draft takes effect, if we'll see some movement.
All right, we don't need any wrecks.
Guys are going to have to somewhat get organized here because if you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to start.
Can't believe we had a Daytona 500 without a weather delay.
Get it moving, get momentum. It's not gonna happen in 2 or 3 laps.
Right there with those teammates, the ones that were stuck together.
We're on the backstretch right now. Uh-oh, we got people at the bottom. Ooh! Throwing out a block, I believe, was Austin Cindric. Down the front stretch comes Stenhouse now on the bottom. 13 to go. Monster Energy, 13 to go. This big train is about to catch a pack of 5. Oh, we had a little bit of movement. Kevin Harvick on here for the first time. Stenhouse, Buescher, Harvick. I didn't even realize.
Save. Well, that's another caveat that everybody had the affordability to do. When you're riding single.
Wonder if we'll see a wreck here, because I'm sensing one. If there's a wreck, that's bad for Recky Spinhouse. Here we go, coming back to the line. 12 laps to go here in my first ever NASCAR stream, which started late because I have problems with my software.
Well, the good thing, Mike, they did bring Ricky Stenhouse in with 1 to go, and he topped off with 42 to go. I will say this, he's the only running wide open throttle being the leader right now. Everybody else, like Todd Gilliland's, rolling out of the throttle around this track.
Same top 3, they're all on the backstretch. This train just caught that big pack of cars. Lapping all those cars. Almirola to 7th. The 6th car is in 6th.
Sense of urgency's coming.
Gragson to the top 10. Larson falls to 11th. They come across the line. 11 laps to go.
This is his final full-time season in the Cup Series. He says wants to devote some time to family after this year. But he's in the mix. He's 9th.
11 to go.
It's apparently Eric Almirola's final full-time season in the Cup Series. Let's see, how many Fords are in the top 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the top 10. Ricky Stenhouse currently in the lead. Uh-oh, here comes Austin Cindric. Better throw out a block. And Stenhouse throws out a block on that bottom lane. But Austin Cindric to 2nd.
So Stenhouse left his dancing partner. He went down, chose to go down and block it.
Oh, we have a spin! A wreck across the line!
And it's a 7-car.
7-car jam. Caution is out with 10 laps to go. That includes Chase Elliott. That is the 6th caution. That's terrible for Ricky Stenhouse. Todd Gilliland was in the wreck.
And climbing out.
Kyle Larson, the pole sitter, was in it. That'll end his day.
Hoping for his first top 5 in the 500.
We were not inside of 5, so we don't go to overtime. That includes Kevin Harvick as well.
And Noah Gregson.
Noah Gregson was in there as well.
Cinderella story of Team 62. Eric Jones.
Eric Jones was involved as well. Had a right front is killed. Left front killed on Kyle Larson's number 5. Let's see what happened here. Because I didn't see what happened. Kevin Harvick outside.
And Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Wallace was there. He moves up. Oh, Chase Elliott drove into Blaney. Oh, right there. Harvick got loose, and then he turns, and then just a big wreck. Chase Elliott sliding down the apron.
It seemed like Kevin was having, the 17 was backing up to Kevin as well, and it just
Yeah, the Harvick was having to slow down. Larson's got a huge run here, but
watch Kevin try to.
Kevin's got to run on the 17 at the same time, so Kevin has to check up here, and Kyle's
right there, he gets loose.
Yeah, you saw Kevin kind of move to the outside.
And then he hits Gregson, turns him, and Larson runs right into him. Kills that left front.
And they both hit at an angle and spun him around.
Ooh.
And you could see how the exhaust pipes out of the 5 car. You could see where he lifted. So it wasn't like he just ran in there and plowed through.
2 cars that shoot through the middle.
That is our third major wreck of the Daytona 500. 2 of them coming in this 3rd stage. There goes Harvick. He got loose into the wall and then turned Gregson.
Took out a lot of good ones there as well.
Trying to chase Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe car. Let's see if he gets through here. He went below the line to avoid a wreck, and you can do that. He's allowed to do that.
I think he wanted to go All right, Martin Truex.
He wanted to go. Wait, Truex? I thought the 19 wrecked earlier. See if he threads the needle and gets through, and he goes below the line again. He's allowed to do that if he wants to avoid a wreck.
Clean pass. And Daniel Suarez. And our Kid Rock's honky tonk cam.
Daniel Suarez gets away from that. Again, you can go below the yellow line if you're avoiding a crash. That's heartbreak for Ricky Stenhouse, who was leading for like 20 laps in a row or whatever. Because I thought he had it.
This whole thing is not anybody's fault. That is just bad circumstances. Yes.
So once again, talk about what it takes for the end of this thing. A lot of dancing partners just left in the rearview mirror. Some of them guys, they didn't want to see that. Now they're having communications, thoughts with their spotters and everything else.
There's a red flag delay. Red flag.
All of the cars have
The race has been red flagged.
While the crews clean up the debris field. So under the red flag, no work is allowed to be done on pit road. Kevin Harvick's crew assessing the damage and looking at what they might try to fix.
Red flag delay.
Let's check with Vince Welch.
With Brad Daugherty, one of the team owners for Ricky Stenhouse car, what's it feel like you're one of the team owners watching your car compete for the Daytona 500 win? How the nerves feel?
Red flag delay.
You know, we got a really strong race car. Team's done a great job today. Been solid. Ricky's driven a smart race. Keeps putting us in good positions. We've got a lot of Fords stacked up behind us right now, so he's going to have to fend them off when we restart. But I'm pretty nervous right now.
Yeah, we checked your heart rate. We might get him. Let's go to Jamie Little.
Rudy Barker, the crew chief for Bubba Wallace, who led there for quite a while. Now when we get going again, you guys will be fit. What's your assessment of what you've seen today? Just how you guys have been able to lead. You've been shuffled back. You've kind of seen it all.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it before the race.
So the red flag comes out.
Just because used to be you could lay back with the older cars and suck back up to the back. It's not the case now. So everybody's staying together, and we knew this was going to happen. But right now we're fortunate. Bubba's doing an exceptional job. He and Freddie. I mean, anything can happen in these last 9. So.
You think you guys have a shot at it?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we got a great shot.
Look at that smile. So sly, Mike.
They're in 5th place right now. Let's talk to the leader.
Hey, Ricky Stenhouse, it's Boyer up in the Fox Sports booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you, boy.
How about you, man? Leading this baby. All right, what's your plan? What's your strategy? I see a lot of Fords in your rearview mirror. You're only Lone Wolf Chevrolet. How do you work with those guys and situate yourself to win this Daytona 500?
Yeah, just got to work with my spotter tab boy here. Man, our quarter Irish Spring Camaro's been so good all day. Drove good. Those Fords can push really good, and you know the 17 was kind of playing around there, trying to push us to kind of see how far he could get us out, and then obviously dump us and go with the rest of his teammates there. So I was really hoping the 5 would get back to me. You know, Colin and I worked really well together. So I mean, we're just going to have to keep blocking as much as we can. We got a fast car to do it, so it's going to be tough. It's little David and Goliath here, so see if we can't come out on the good end here.
JTG Daugherty Racing has not won a Cup Series race in 266 races.
We're going to be watching it. Daytona 500. Game on, baby.
Game on for sure. Thanks, boys.
Ricky Stenhouse, your leader. Let's go back to that crash here. Now, Kevin Harvick basically got caught in a sandwich. He came up on a car that was a little slower, and then he got hit by Kyle Larson, who was a lot faster behind him.
How he kept that thing going straight is beyond me. That's a whale of a job.
He is still in the race. I mean, they're on pit road. They have damage. They're going to try to get it fixed. Watch Chase Elliott here in the 9. We saw David Reagan right through the middle, Kyle Busch.
Whoa.
And whoa, turn it around.
Where's he at the road course now?
Did you ever see Joey Chitwood or, you know, the Hurricane Hell drivers, Dan Fleenor, those guys? That look like Chase Elliott right there.
And what that feels like, that gut-wrenching feel, bottomless, right? When that thing breaks loose and goes sideways at 180-some mile an hour, it gets your attention.
We're under caution.
All right, the red flag has been lifted.
The red flag has been lifted. The yellow flag is up. We're technically still under a red flag.
Involved in some type of crash so far. 35 lead changes and 13 different leaders. And right now you've got a single car team in Stenhouse leading with a rookie right behind him and a red flag with 9 scheduled laps to go.
Oh yeah, it's far from over.
9 laps to go.
You get a restart. You don't let off.
The race will restart here soon. Ricky Stenhouse, the leader.
It's for the Daytona 500, and you're going to take all the chances you can. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s car is going to be as wide as it ever has been.
All right, let's recap. Earlier we talked about cars involved in Denny Hamlin, who's won 3 of the last 6 Daytona 500s, was a favorite here out of the race. This is lap 63, the rookie, or the 21-year-old Harrison Burton, flipped and wrecked, triggered a wreck that took out Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch was also involved.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski got into the back of Harrison Burton. See Harrison Burton's car flip.
So the red flag has been lifted with 9 laps to go. Ricky Stenhouse, Austin Cindric, and Ryan Blaney make up the lead. There was a 5-car wreck on lap 151 that involved Tyler Reddick. Also Truex, Logano, and Kurt Busch.
Joey Logano also you see is involved in this. Joey's back on the track, back just a little bit. Tyler Reddick had an issue with his car.
And then this 7-car wreck.
Currently 12. Moments ago, this involved, well, Chris Buescher slows a little bit.
He just got loose, and then he turned Noah Gragson, and then Kyle Larson spins the pole sitter.
Yeah, I mean, Harvick was trying to get into the back of Buescher. Kyle Larson just had a huge run and got into the back of Harvick. Harvick was trying to get locked onto the bumper of the car in front of him. It's just part of
Here's
this
another look.
Huge wreck, though. Took out a lot of the favorites. Our last champ. And it's going to change.
Michael McDowell was out? Is Michael McDowell out of the race? Wow.
I say 9 scheduled. We could have overtime, and you know we may not have seen our last wreck. Meanwhile, Brad Keselowski, currently running 4th, and has led the most laps today, trying for his first ever Daytona 500. Let's check in with Regan Smith.
Stenhouse, Cindric, Blaney.
Larson checked and released from the infield care center. Kyle, so much speed, all the speed. We started on the pole. Looked like you finally started to make your move at the end of the race there. How disappointing is this?
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing.
Kyle Larson involved in a wreck on lap 191.
He was getting to him and it got him out of shape. So I hate that I did that, but it's so hard to see in front of him, especially on a straightaway like that. So, like I said, I didn't realize how close he was to him, and it just got him all jacked up. So, hate that I ended our race as well as a bunch of others, but yeah, our HinderCars.com Chevy was fast, and hopefully you'll see a Chevy win here with Ricky out front.
8 laps to go.
Defending series champion Kyle Larson out of the race, and here is your leader, Mr. Lonely, in that he is a single car team, and you look at those makes on the right side of the pylon, he is the only Chevrolet in the top 9.
Yeah, that's not a comforting feeling for him because we know how.
One of just 2 Chevys in the top 10, the other one being Chase Elliott, who sits in 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Fords, those being Cindric, Blaney, Keselowski, Buescher, Almirola, and Briscoe. 2 Toyotas with Wallace and Kyle Busch. 8 laps to go. I wonder if there will be pit stops here. Probably not.
Well, we talked about the paradox at the top of the show, and drivers who have tried for many years to win this race. Martin Truex, it's his 18th 500. Kyle Busch, it's his 17th. David Reagan trying for the 16th time. Brad Keselowski, the 13th. Eric Almirola, the 11th, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., his 10th try to win the 500.
Yeah, I look at all of those guys. I love Ricky Stenhouse, what he's doing right there. Again, the lone wolf out there, but sometimes that's a good thing. You're at the dance looking for a dancing partner, and somehow, some way, there's still a way to win this thing. You got to play a little bit of defense, get in there, break those boys' dancing party up, and make some noise that way. Put them in a situation where they have nothing to do but push you.
I don't know, Tony. You come to the party stag, you're likely to go home alone.
Yeah, but
not with a haircut like that.
Come on, guys. Get back to racing. We're probably going to start with 5 to go. There's probably 7 to go right now.
And he can hold off a lot of cars at one time, but man, he's got 3 tough ones right behind him right now. He can do this, but he's going to have to
Still
make
8.
moves at the right times.
There's no question. The Fords are flexing some serious muscle.
Pace car is still out there. We'll see if we have any pit stops.
Kyle Busch is not out of this thing. Those are the guys. Those are the players. If you're Ricky Stenhouse, I need to be starting to look and formulate my mind how to find those guys as well.
And how to block 2 lanes at once.
Big time.
Measure lanes, block everybody. Everything, everybody. Doesn't matter who it is. You just got to go.
They're coming down the front stretch. Somebody's on pit road.
1 to go at the line as the signal from the flag stand.
All right, 1 to go under caution.
New rule, the second place guy can beat you to the line. So, here we go.
Now that is a new adjustment this year. We talked about the Geico restart zone and the control.
Ricky Stenhouse is the control car.
Stenhouse, who was elected the outside lane. He is the only driver, only lead driver gets lane choice. Stenhouse must fire off within.
Ricky Stenhouse. His last win came at Daytona in July of 2017. He has not won in 163 races. Now the thing is, Cindric can beat him to the line on the restart. So we'll see what happens here with 7 to go. When we restart, we will have 6 left.
And that's a good change. I mean, that's something that's needed to happen. I mean, a lot of times you were at the
Pace car lights are off.
that was leading the race and on the restart.
They just came out of turn 4.
If he spun the tires, you had to sit there and
Or no, they're on the backstretch right now.
There's the all-new 301 horsepower Toyota Camry TRD. It's been
The 2022 Toyota Camry TRD pace car.
It'll be 6 laps to go.
There's Kevin Harvick. He's going to the garage.
The restart green. Larry, is it a little late to look at the trends, or are we right on time?
Never too late, Mike. I looked at the last 5 Daytona 500.
Ricky Stenhouse elects the outside lane. They're entering turn 3.
Lap 191, 9 to go, but 3 overtime finishes in the last 5 Daytona 500s. We may not be done yet.
The average lap of last caution was 191. 9 laps to go in the last 5 Daytona 500s. 3 of those had overtime finishes, which are green-white checkered. 2 laps. That's how long overtime is. Again, Austin Cindric can beat him to the line. Pace car. Here we go. Stenhouse, Cindric, Keselowski. Oh, Keselowski gets that 3rd spot for whatever reason. Here we go. Pace car is off. And here we go. Oh, little bump there on the restart. We are green once again with 6 to go. And Cindric is out in front of Ricky Stenhouse. Oh, there goes Stenhouse, though. Trying to pass up Cindric, but Cindric has a push from Blaney. They are now side by side for the lead. Cindric currently with the lead on Ricky Stenhouse. And they are side by side still. We'll see who can get the better run here with 6 to go. Might get a push from Blaney. He does. He was bumped ahead. Cindric to the lead. Blaney to 2nd. Here comes Bubba Wallace. Oh, we have a wreck. Ricky Stenhouse spins with 6 to go. Caution is out. Chris Buescher also with him as well. Are we going to go to overtime? Because now there's 5 to go under caution.
7th caution flag, lap 190.
Oh, no.
He's just able to push harder than everybody else. And I mean, he's using it. He's using it for all its might.
And he's not going to give.
He's going to be out of the race.
There's no mercy on the push right now.
Ricky Stenhouse led the Daytona 500 with 8 laps to go.
He's now out of the race.
Heartbroken. Yeah, I'm heartbroken for him. I mean, that kid, he does a great job. He's one hell of a race car driver. You know, and his restrictor plate game has really been strong the last couple of years. We've watched him be up front, lead racers.
Ricky Stenhouse.
Guys off by himself.
Man, that is a heartbreaker for Ricky Stenhouse.
To hold his own up there.
And that's a tough pill to swallow. Right, that wasn't a bad block or anything else. Moved down in front of somebody with a big run.
Let's take a look at this.
Unfortunately, got turned, and he was doing everything right. He had himself and his race team in a place to win this Daytona 500. He came off the.
And
he
right
was
there
sidelined
turns him.
pretty hard, but when he come off of it, that thing was gone.
Just got a
Long
little,
for the ride.
wave in it.
Yep.
I'm laughing not because David Reagan just snuck through with the third one in a row. He is blessed. You'll see his number 15 come through here after.
Saw Ricky come down a little bit toward the 23, and then as he came up, then it just.
I think he came down. It's just light. It was light with him pushing hard on his.
Man, I'm heartbroken for Ricky. Are we gonna have a green white checkered? Let's see.
I think he was correct in it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
it got
his rear
pushed
end
down
was
that
light.
And Kyle Busch dodges another one.
Oh man, that hurts. Ricky Stenhouse is out of the race. His day comes to an end. Let's see it from inside his car. Right there he gets spun. Turned into the wall.
He's already talking to you. He's getting his hand down there.
I'm heartbroken for him.
He's wrecking and talking to his crew. Big push on that inside.
See how they can do that, and it doesn't upset that 2-car of Austin Cindric whatsoever. The 6-car, he pushes him right here, and you can see he's light, he's loose.
He gets loose, hits Wallace, and goes into the wall. Kyle Busch
Is not the first car today to go into the fence off at the nose of Brad Keselowski.
somehow avoided that.
Early suffered that fate.
And Brad barely missed that.
When he gets it loose, he never lifts either. I mean, he just.
Is there another red by chance?
Well,
Because we've seen a lot of replays.
Out from underneath of you, you better keep driving. You know he's coming back up.
Whoa! The piece flew into the catch fence.
I think that was a fender off Bubba's car.
A fender
Went flying
off of Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Wallace and the 23. That's a heartbreaker.
We're still under caution. We had Keselowski, Buescher, Wallace, and Stenhouse involved in the wreck.
25 out of 40. I forget what the
Now it's Cindric, Blaney, Wallace.
Well, we're way over.
It was in 195, so
Optimistic, but not realistic.
I think we're gonna have overtime.
Well, now you have the Penske cars 1-2. They will have to start side by side. Traditionally, when this happens, the driver on the outside has a deal with the driver on the inside to move ahead and drop in front. Will that be the case here?
That's a great question because I don't know what the answer to that's going to be.
All right, you listened in on Austin Cindric.
I think we have overtime.
And so, you know, that was another bad push from the 6-car who made it through. Just trying to play chess here, because Brad's going to push whoever he can out as far as he can and then try to top him. I would say anyone behind me is going to push me as far as they can so they can dump me.
Wow, that's Mr. Optimism there, Austin Cindric.
And I don't necessarily think when he says dump, he means crash, but what he means is that car in second will pull out to go on around.
Dump him out with a lead, I'd say.
We're going to overtime.
Car than I thought he did. Whole fender's gone.
We're going to NASCAR overtime.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that bad though. It's a whole fender.
Pretty good.
Well, my crew chief Drew Blickensterfer, 2 Daytona 500 victories for you already.
It's time for overtime.
Now, 5th place. What do you tell him going into this final restart?
This is up to him. He's done a great job today. He's kind of hung out, made sure we had a car at the end.
NASCAR overtime coming up.
Kind of didn't have a chance at one of these, and we just missed 2 of them. So I think we've done what we needed to do. He's in position.
Just 2 laps. Green, white, checkered.
Smithville Ford's been fast and pick the right line. I might get lucky.
Thanks, Drew. It's
Jeremy Boland's the crew chief for Austin Cindric. Your driver need to play more offense or defense on this restart?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, he's done a great job all day. Our discount tire Mustang's been really fast. Guys at Rail Shades have given us great horsepower all day and reliability, and we're in the best spot we can be. We just got to try to keep it there.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Austin Cindric is in his 8th Cup Series start. Trevor Bayne won the 500 in his 2nd Cup start. Mario Andretti in his 7th. So as they come to the caution, Counting the laps down, that means we will go to overtime. 2-lap shootout. If the leader takes the white flag under green, the next flag ends the race. If it's the checkered flag, that's easy to score. If it happens to be the caution flag, then the field will be scored given their position.
So if the leader takes the white flag, the next flag ends the race, whether that's the checkered flag or the caution flag. A caution prior to the white flag causes a restart. So if we have a caution here with 2 to go,
At that moment,
pace car lights are off, which means we're coming to green here any second.
Where do you want to be, Tony?
I'm going to put 3 to go here because then when it goes to green, I'll change it to 2 to go. Cindric elects the outside as the race leader.
so Austin Cindric with Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney with Brad Keselowski. The first Chevy is going to be Chase Elliott back in 8th place. Now he's got Ty Dillon right behind him. Otherwise, the Toyotas, Kyle Busch in 9th, they have no friends in close proximity. So which group of Fords?
That's the question.
They're on the back stretch right now. The lights are on here at Daytona.
Those are teammates on the front row.
There was no weather delay today, guys. No weather delay here at Daytona.
You're trying to win the Daytona 500.
All right, so on the restart, Austin Cindric is the control car. He has to fire off first. Otherwise, Blaney would get penalized. Does he let the outside car come around and hook up again, or is it on?
Well, I think that's going to happen. They're going to try that, but I think Brad's going to have.
Hopefully we don't have another wreck because I don't really want to be here any longer. Here we go. We're about to come to green. The pace car's lights have been off. They're coming off turn 4 here any second. They're off turn 4.
I think this race is in Ryan Blaney's hands.
NASCAR overtime. Here we go. In my first race.
Those two can hook up and maybe take off. If not,
Here we go. Pace car's off.
overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
And the green flag is out here at Daytona. Cindric takes the lead. And here comes... Alright, we don't need a wreck here. No wreck. No wrecks. I need 2 laps. Oh, we're getting a push here. It looks like Keselowski trying to take second, but Blaney currently has him locked up. And I think Keselowski's got it. We'll see if he does. It's close. They're side by side. We'll see if we have a desperate run. I think Keselowski side by side with Cindric. We're coming to white here. Blaney in 3rd. Oh, Blaney took second back from Keselowski. Here we go. Final 2.5 miles. Final lap. The white flag is out here at Daytona.
Keselowski had the run, but he's going to need the help. Here it comes.
Here comes the help.
From Chase Briscoe.
Keselowski in 2nd. Technically, it's Blaney right now. Austin Cindric with the lead. Blaney, Keselowski trying to get a run. Here we go. We're heading into turn number 3 on the backstretch. This is where they wrecked last year. Cindric gets a run from Ryan Blaney. Here they come. Off turn 4. Here they come off turn 4. Down the front stretch. And Kyle Busch and Chase Briscoe into the wall, as is Ryan Blaney. Austin Cindric loose, and he wins the Daytona 500.
This race never disappoints.
No, it does not.
Austin Cindric wins the Daytona 500.
Austin Cindric, the winner of the Daytona 500.
If you remember in the pre-race, he said a rookie and the 2 winners never won.
He wins Daytona.
You just won the biggest race of your life.
23-year-old Austin Cindric from Mooresville, North Carolina, in his 8th Cup start, gives Roger Penske a happy birthday present.
Wow.
Bubba Wallace coming in 2nd right there. That was a huge run by him. I thought he was going to.
Austin Cindric wins the Daytona 500.
So much stuff that happened that last lap. I mean, even midway down the backstretch, you didn't exactly know how this was going to shape up coming off the 4.
All right, from the Goodyear blimp. Briscoe getting a little roughed up on the high side by Kyle Busch. They have
Right now they're in turn 4.
On the outside, Bubba Wallace gives Blaney a push. Here's Briscoe with a big run on the outside.
They go into the wall, as does Blaney, and then coming around the front stretch. And you had Austin Cindric winning, and then a wreck behind them.
Daytona 500. If he didn't make that block, Ryan Blaney wins this race.
Exactly.
You had Austin Cindric winning and then a wreck behind them.
All the Team Penske folks celebrating. Cindric is the 41st driver to win the Daytona 500.
Winning and then a wreck behind them.
Austin Cindric wins.
His first career NASCAR Cup win in the Great American Race.
He's doing burnouts. On the front stretch.
5 Daytona wins with 5 different drivers. And 4 goes to victory lane for the 2nd year in a row.
What?
We were at Charlotte Motor Speedway one night with the little Bandolero cars when Austin Cindric on a Monday night rookie race won his first ever race. A couple weeks later, who was in attendance for Summer Show?
Austin Cindric wins Daytona.
They wanted to see this kid.
Well, they saw what they liked it.
He didn't disappoint.
They needed to see.
He gets out of his car. He climbs on top. The unofficial top 3 was Cindric, Wallace, Briscoe, with Ryan Blaney being number 4. There's your final top 3. Or the unofficial top 3. Right there. And there go the fireworks at Daytona International Speedway. Austin Cindric wins Daytona. He grabs that checkered flag. He's happy. I mean, why wouldn't you? You just won the biggest race of the year. 5th was Almirola, 6th was Kyle Busch, 7th was McDowell, 8th was David Reagan, 9th was Brad Keselowski, 10th was Chase Elliott, 11th was Ty Dillon, 12th was Daniel Hemrick, 13th Martin Truex Jr., 14th Corey LaJoie, 15th Castle, 16th Chris Buescher, 17th was Ware, 18th was Daniel Suarez, 19th was Kurt Busch, 20th was Custer, 21st was Logano, 22 Villeneuve, 23rd Haley, 24th Bowman, 25th Austin Dillon, 26th Gralla, 27th McLeod, 28th Stenhouse Jr., 29th Eric Jones, 30th Kevin Harvick, 31st Noah Gragson, 32nd Kyle Larson, 33rd Gilliland, 34th Chris Bell, 35th Tyler Reddick, 36th Greg Biffle, 37th Denny Hamlin, 38th William Byron, 39th was Harrison Burton, and 40th was Ross Chastain. And of course your 1, 2, 3, 4 was Cindric, Wallace, Briscoe, and I didn't get the 4.
Xfinity Series champion, but this is a whole new ball game, Austin. I know you spent a lot of time working just this week on drafting and doing things the right way. How did you adapt so quickly to get it done when it counted on the last lap?
I'm surrounded by great people. That's all there is to it. I know there's going to be highs and lows. Being a rookie in a field of drivers this strong, I'm just grateful for the opportunity. Excited for the climb, the mountain we've got ahead of us on the 2 team. But we're in the playoffs. That's one good box check. But my gosh, what an awesome group of fans. What an awesome race car.
I'm happy it went to overtime because who knows?
His career, Bubba Wallace finished 2nd in the Daytona 500. Bubba, I saw you put your head down as you got out of the race car. So strong all night long. Talk me through the emotions right now.
Yeah, first of all, that's pretty damn cool to win the 500 in your, I think, first attempt, maybe not, but full season for him. So congrats to Austin. What could have been, right? Man, it just I need to talk about some happy stuff here. Just dejected, but the thing that keeps me up is just the hard work that we put into our speedway stuff and the hard work from everybody at 2311. Proud of them. Can't thank them enough. I knew this was a big move last year for me to go out
In
and
his
be
first
competitive.
race.
And, we're showing that, and so it's always the first race of the season, and you're getting through everything. But you know when you come out of the gates like that, it's empowering. It's encouraging. So. Thank you everybody back in the shop. McDonald's almost got them another one, back-to-back super speedway wins. That'd have been awesome, especially with it being the 500, but just short. I thought our Toyota teammates did good work until they got picked off 1, 2, 3 throughout the race. So we just had to survive. Great speed weeks though. We'll come home second. I'm gonna be pissed off about this one for a while. I was happy on the second place that we got a couple years ago. This one sucks when you're that close, but all in all, happy for my team, happy for our partners, and on to California. Thanks, Bubba.
Chase Briscoe finishes third, Ryan Blaney fourth, Eric Almirola fifth as Ford sweeps 7 of the first 9 positions. And
What a finish.
To this Daytona 500, in which Austin Cindric is the champion for Team Penske. More to come from Daytona after this.
The Batman comes only from Little Caesars might make you feel like Batman, but could you really be the Batman? Never mind, but ordering the Batman calzone will make you feel like a superhero. The Batman in theaters March 4th.
Pizza. So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more.
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Yeah, metaphorically, yeah.
Carnita.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Ooh, bacon?
Oh wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Great.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
How can you tell which one's the better deal?
Bring in Dad from Sarasota?
Dads are great, but let's say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
You won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
And Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin.
So when allergies attack,
Take Allegra before your symptoms take over you. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D at your pharmacy.
The Batman calzone from Little Caesars might make you feel like Batman, but could you really be the Batman? Never mind, but ordering the Batman calzone will make you feel like a superhero. The Batman in theaters March 4th.
Pizza. The Daytona 500 has brought us some of the greatest moments in racing.
Richard Petty has won it. The Daytona 500 goes to Jimmy Johnson.
History was made today. Be a part of this moment with the Daytona 500 Champion Collection from the NASCAR shop. Celebrate like you were in victory lane and get the official Daytona 500 Champion hat, t-shirt, die-cast, and much more. Get your piece of history at NASCAR.com/shop.
Live and game betting seem to be in a fever dream.
Peyton, I love what you and Eli are doing on Monday nights.
Thanks. It's a lot of fun to do with you and Cleo. This gravy is outstanding. I just love the look of the Caesar Superdome. It was all Cleo's idea. She's the brains behind Team Caesar. Yeah, we
Wow, Austin Cindric with the win.
Now, which one of you legendary quarterbacks is going to pass me the grade? I said legendary. It's okay. Who is Caesar? Thank you, Eli.
Being a real trial lawyer means being ready to go the distance. That takes work and discipline, and that can be uncomfortable. Being comfortable with being uncomfortable is what I do every day for my clients. You heard it. My clients? You'll pay for it.
Where to go and what to do in Mobile, Alabama. Personalized, just for you. sweet spot.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear for those that push the limits of possibility. Goodyear, more driven. That's aerial coverage of Victory Lane. What's missing? The car. Austin Cindric has used it up right here at the start-finish line, and they're either going to have to push it to Victory Lane or put tires on it. Right now it's kind of high-sided between the banking and the track apron. Yeah, here we go. So Victory Lane's celebration will be slightly delayed.
That baby's done its job. Let's
Austin's
go
flying
celebrate.
back aboard. All right. What happened to Brad Keselowski out there who had a chance to win it? How does Briscoe get to third? And how does the 23 get to second?
Well, Brad gets
go ahead.
side drafts off the 12 car, backs the 14 up, gets a great push from the 18 car, Kyle Busch. Big run on the outside, squeeze through the hole. They both stick it in the fence.
Brad stuck in the middle, backs up. Blaney goes bouncing around.
Blaney did a good job staying off.
It
of
was
his
the
team.
two.
Almost saw a snapshot of what happened last year. Just roles reverse. He almost got the right rear, spun him out, wrecked both of them, and handed somebody else a win again, just like
They have to delay the celebration.
Drivers that crashed after the start-finish line have all been checked and released. Everybody is okay. Slowest pit stop of the night, but nobody minds. Here's Vince.
Chase Briscoe came from a lap down and was in position late in the race to potentially win it. What were you thinking in that final lap and your chances?
And it's, I couldn't quite get to Brad. I needed to be able to get to Brad. He was having to drag so much brake for me to be able to help him that I wish I was more help. I felt like I could have just locked on. I could have got him up there, but you know my story, Vince. To be sleeping on couches and volunteering shops, 6-7 years ago, and now to have a chance to win the Daytona 500 at the end and finish third and start the year off with these Mahindra tractors, folks, and highpoint.com, all the people that get us to the race.
All right, folks. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. There's really not much other than the Victory Lane celebration. And I got to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Tell your friends about these videos. And I hope to do more NASCAR.